Hola amigos, welcome back to Completely Consensual right here on Chiptooth Gaming. I am the host, Andres. You can follow me on Compa Andres.
Compa!
Exactly. Followed by the compadres, the homies, Cheeks Jr.
Chiboy, what's up, players?
And then the nastiest of the nast. I'm not even going to say nasty because it's too just nasty to say. That Kid Flowers.
That's me.
Shawn.
What's up?
So
It's
nasty.
me.
¿Cómo estás?
¿Cómo estás?
That means how you doing.
Bien.
Muy bien.
For sure. And as always, the man behind the camera,
The
Tambo
backbone.
Vlogs. Tambo, what's up?
What's up? What's up?
Awesome, guys. We are back. Thank you guys for coming in and watching, hearing, wherever you're watching it at. Because, you know, we on that YouTube. We on the iTunes. We on, what else we on, Mikey? We're on
We on
Google Play.
Google Play.
We on what would you say we're on? We're on Pouncer?
Podbean.
Podbean.
That was close.
More than
What did you say? Pounter?
I said Pouncer.
I thought you said pound her. I was like, whoa, what are you watching?
I said Pouncer. What were you guys listening to?
I don't know. But like I said, guys, thanks for watching. We got a cool episode for you guys today. We got some cool news, some good topics to talk about today. But first and foremost, how you guys been? Cheeks, what you been up to?
I've been chilling. Started a new job.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What you up to, dude? What is
No,
it?
I started a new job. It's just been interesting.
Yes, sir. No, hey, go ahead.
What's you say?
I'm saying
What'd you say,
interesting.
you little bitch?
I apologize. Go ahead.
I'm just
Anyway.
kidding. So it's just
Hostile.
so just getting my my feet warm. I don't know if that's the correct analogy.
Getting your feet wet? Is that what you're trying to say? You're trying to get your feet wet, but you're getting his feet warm. God, yeah, you're starting off right, dude. You're starting off right. But new jobs. What happened?
Yeah, no. So it's just getting adjusted to that schedule.
For sure.
Really playing Smash like on my commute. Like I love my Switch. Like I just play on my commute.
All of
Really?
a sudden, he
all
loves
of a
the
sudden,
Switch.
all of a sudden.
Back when I said, Switch is the future, he was like, no, I don't think so.
No, bruh.
Go back.
Bruh,
We'll go back to
I
it.
guess
We're
we
gonna
have to go back to this just to tell you. I didn't say I didn't like the Switch. I didn't say I didn't love the Switch.
What'd
All
you
right, I said you're fucking nuts if you think that's the future of gaming. Now it's cool that I'm able to do that on the go, but it's just not going to get done what the PS4 or the PS5 will be able to get done.
The Switch is just starting. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? It just started up. It wasn't even like this like 4 months
It
ago.
don't matter.
Yeah.
It does not have the processing power to be able to do anything beyond.
Fuck, you need
what
the
it's doing.
process. You're on a
Processing power.
commute to work. Bro.
You want that processing
What do
power.
you need?
Exactly. I'm saying it's cool. I love it. It is a good little.
I swear to
companion.
God, you just can't please people these days.
It's hard to. It's hard to
No,
nowadays.
I enjoy it. I like it. I'm in love
You're
with
so
it.
picky.
it. I love
So no, it's cool because you're commuting now. What games are you playing? You're playing a lot of that Spyro. You're finally finishing that up, or what's going on?
No, I still need to finish. It's this downtime has just been a lot of adjustment for me. I'm
for
gonna
sure.
start, especially I'm gonna start jumping.
It's always you got to get used to a new schedule. You got to get used to it. Now you got to figure out where you got your downtime, what you can do with your downtime, make the most out of your time. So it's good that you're doing that. I mean, you get used to it.
adjustments.
It's barely been like what a couple days that you started your new job.
Yeah.
And your commute went from like what 10 to like 30 minutes.
Yeah, like 30 minutes.
Essentially,
45.
right?
Yeah.
That's cool. Good for you, man. I'm happy. Got
I
a
like
promotion, moving on up, starting the year off right. Love it. That's on Nasty Flowers. What you been up to, man? I'm just dirty, dude.
Well, I mean, started my 2019 a little late, but never too late.
Of course.
Starting to go to the gym. Just got
Nah,
that
you're late,
membership
bruh.
popping. About to get on the grind game.
You're late, bruh.
Tambo.
Not just playing. Nah.
Tambo's been working out for a minute now. He already started his
Exactly.
2019, but I'm about to
Hey.
start mine. About to get back in the zone.
Hey, we gonna get to you.
Haven't really been gaming too much.
No, it's good.
I try to pop my head into Overwatch every now and then. Speaking of Overwatch,
Speaking of, talk about it, dude, because I was going to talk about it real quick.
Overwatch creators, makers, developers, get the game to the Switch. Get it on the Switch because I need it on the Switch because that's my game system now. That's what I play.
You don't even know the developer of Overwatch?
Blizzard, put that shit on the Switch, okay? Do that for me.
I forget that guy. He always does the updated videos, too.
You know the guy, right? You know what I'm talking about? I forgot his
exactly.
name.
Well,
but
for the listeners, who the fuck are you talking about and what are you talking about?
It-
So
think
the
it's-
guy that
I
always
don't
talks
know.
about Overwatch, like he wears glasses, little white dude. He always sits in his little chair. He was all like, this character, we're gonna change the character this way so that this happens, and now we're gonna make this character more useful in these certain situations.
Oh,
that
he
guy.
works for Blizzard.
No, yeah,
Yeah.
he does the videos. He does like the updates. Like
Yeah,
when there's a
he's
big
like-
update, he's the guy who's over there.
He
he's like,
announces all the characters.
I'm literally
he
trying to
tells,
look this up right now
The
while we're talking
readjustments
about
we're
it.
gonna have. That guy, I forgot his name, but he's really useful.
I mean, yeah.
Shout out to you, dude.
That's the reason. But again, like just kind of touching on Overwatch, and that's what makes the game so good. Like they're announcing more of that. What's that event coming up? The new event.
The Lunar Moon.
Lunar Moon, exactly. They're doing.
That happens every year.
But still, like it's cool that they're still coming out with new skins,
I
new
need to
emotes,
get
and that's what
those
keeps the game fresh.
skins. I need to get those skins. I still need some old Lunar Moon skins. I need.
That's cool. So yeah, I mean, you just got a little feet warm on that, right? You got your feet warm in that.
Yeah, I got them moist.
Got them warm? Are they
That's
warmed
cool,
up?
man. I'm excited, man. This is like what week? We're like in the January's a
Last
long month. January's a long month, and we're like in the last 2 weeks.
I think it's the same length as other months.
That's like a 5 weeks. It's just dragging out, dude. There's like 5 Wednesdays. I don't like that.
Where year are you in?
2018, dog. But it's cool, though. The reason why I'm saying that is because finally we're gonna get some cool games. Like I think this week and next week. I think the upcoming games for this week is we got Resident Evil 2
Kingdom Hearts.
and then Kingdom Hearts. Those are the two
Kingdom
craziest games.
Hearts.
Those are the games that are coming out this week. Those are the games I'm excited for.
Yeah.
Whoa.
What's up?
Kingdom Hearts comes out this week.
Comes
The
out Friday.
29th, yeah.
Jesus.
I think Resident Evil came out
I really
today.
slacked on my vow to catch up on the series.
Dude, yeah, you need to get the 1, 2, 1.5.
You never gave me fucking Bloodborne, bro.
See, what had happened was you haven't even beat God of War. So why am I going to give you a game? How about that? You beat God of War, and I'll gladly.
So it's my fault you didn't loan me a game.
Yeah, it is. Damn right. I'm going to flip it on you.
Yeah,
Don't
yeah,
put
hear
this
that?
on me.
Yeah, I hear that.
I'm the host,
It's
damn
my
it.
fault.
I make the
I
rules.
mean,
I'm the captain.
It is your fault, though, you know?
I mean, you haven't even beat God of War.
How are you going to make a God of War, or a Game of the Year assessment and not even play all the games of the year? You know what I mean?
Damn, dude. That's why
I played God of War. I played Spider-Man. I definitely know the difference between those two games. I'm not going to go into it, but I know which one was better.
Oh, yeah?
So
How's the
surely-
ending on both of them? Like, do you think God of War's ending was better than Spider-Man's, or do you think Spider-Man's ending was better than God of War's?
Honestly, I like the God of War ending a lot better than
Oh,
Spider-Man.
yeah? How'd you know if you didn't beat it?
He YouTubed it. It's called YouTube, okay?
Thank you, Andres.
It's cool, dude. I got you.
We're not all dumb here. Thank you.
Let's read about a movie. Fucking idiot. It's
Pretty
not
sure
the
you've done
same
that.
thing.
Have you not done that?
It's not the fucking same thing.
Reading, dude. Reading, yeah, it's the same. I can't read.
You know, a movie's written before it's fucking, videotaped.
Dude, you drop bombs on your end, dude.
No shit. But nobody fucking wants to read a script. It's not the fucking same thing.
actually-
You
You
can't
know
make a
how
movie without
dumb
reading.
you just sound that you thought you just checkmate me?
Or you can't make a movie without
Oh,
reading a
there's
script.
fucking
What do you
write
mean?
the movie down
Hold
before
on,
you
hold on,
fucking
hold
play
on,
it.
hold on.
Hey, fuck you guys. I'm here too.
Well, we're about to get to you, Tambo. I'm not trying to see
We
you.
arguing still. I'm just letting the Flowers know, starting the podcast off right. That he's
Arguing.
a
Kenny-
fucking idiot.
So this argument is more important than me. I feel it.
All right,
Damn.
Tambo, let me
I feel it.
ask
I'm
you a
leaving.
question.
I'm out. I'm out.
Oh, he didn't want no smoke.
Here goes another one.
I think he might have muted.
He didn't want no smoke.
We lost another one.
I don't know who he muted. But it's cool. Let's bring it. Tambo, it's all about you. What you been up to, dude?
What you been up to, baby? You gonna take a hit?
Oh, he's muted for 5 minutes. That's what he said. So let's go.
He doesn't want to
muted
talk.
himself?
There's that. He muted himself. He
He's
didn't wanna
taking
talk.
a hit.
But it's I've been doing nothing, Thanks for asking, guys.
Nobody asked. Thought we forgot.
I think you guys did. I was like, dude, I'm the host. Y'all forgot, but that's cool. There's really
forgot,
not much. I
nobody
haven't
asked.
played much. What I was excited for was watching the Dragon Ball Broly.
Oh
That movie
shit!
was
I need
that
to. I need to
shit.
get that shit on DVD.
I gotta
You
make sure
seen it,
that
right?
app's off
Of
before it
course
goes
I've
off.
seen it.
Yeah, the only person who hasn't seen is the person who doesn't like anime.
Mikey's forcing himself not to like anime. I don't know why.
Don't play that shit. Do not play that shit. If you play that video, you will be fucking muted. He's about to play that snooze button shit on YouTube. If you play that shit, I'll fuck you up.
Take sip.
Takes a sip. But either way, that shit was dope. I liked it.
That shit was
I haven't
crazy.
been playing. Like I said, I've been more excited to get my hands on these new games. I played the demo of Resident Evil, which got me hyped for it.
It was a demo.
There was a demo for Resident Evil 2.
It's still out.
I don't know. Maybe. The game's out, so I don't even know. I mean, you probably can still get
You
it.
should probably arrange a special guest to come talk about that.
What, Resident Evil?
Yeah.
Oh.
How we talk about that off camera?
I know.
No, I mean, I'm just letting the listeners know. Like, we should get someone who gives a fuck on here to talk about that because I don't.
Yeah, because you're about to hit that snooze button, you piece of shit.
No, I was talking about the Dragon Ball Broly.
Oh, I thought you were
Thank
talking
God
about
you
Resident
guys
Evil.
moved past that. No.
Thought you were talking-
You know what, Andres? One day we're gonna have a fucking complete consensual.
It's going to be
No.
anime. You and
I
me.
wasn't-
you.
All day.
I was talking about Resident Evil, but I was
Nah,
saying
fuck
the
you.
snooze button
No,
is
no,
solely
no.
reserved for anime.
Shut the fuck
No.
up right now.
Fuck up.
Shut the fuck up.
What the fuck?
Said enough. I said enough today.
But I'll try to play. So I played the Resident Evil demo,
Okay.
and then I tried to get into Jump Force, but you know how that went. I couldn't get in. I couldn't
The
play
Jump Force beta, guys. I hope you guys played it. If not, I hope you guys played it offline because it was possible for like a couple days before they patched it. It was a little glitch where you could get into the fucking beta and you can play it offline and you can enjoy the fuck of that shit offline.
Must be nice, dude. Must be
It
fucking
was
nice.
great, bro.
Must be fucking.
It was
nice.
really great. It was a really good game. Fucking
I'm about to meet you
the
right
fucking transformations, bro.
You really going there?
Boy, them
Boy?
transformations.
Don't you dare.
Boy,
How's Yugi feel?
he wasn't in the beta.
Why are you asking? You don't even fucking know what
I was
Yugi
just
is.
curious. Heart of the cards, bro. Heart of the cards.
I'm only doing that because I'm the
You
host
even-
now. I got it.
What else do you know about Yu-Gi-Oh?
There's cards and there's monsters.
No. So all right.
Name
So
a
there's
card.
this guy named Yugi, all right?
Name a card.
All right, and he's
Stop it.
it's the little fucking spike ball shit. You've seen it.
Spike ball.
There's like 3 of them.
What's his necklace
Three
look
of
like?
them?
Yeah, and they have little eyes.
What's his necklace look like?
Are you fucking
Yeah,
kidding me?
so that's like a big
Yeah,
central
so-
theme around the story. So Yugi goes exploring in a forest, right? All right, dog, and he sees some shit. All right,
What's up?
this forest is full of monsters. So the
This
theme of
Pokemon?
the
What
game
is he talking about?
is you have to go around and you have to collect these monsters and these little balls,
Bro, this is Pokemon.
and then you have to fight them against each other. And there's
Anyways,
some good people who are up to no good shit who use magic, and they fuck with them.
I'm talking
And
about Team
eventually-
Rocket.
I think he's talking
Pikachu
about-
shows
yeah.
up and fucks them up.
I was waiting for him. He's using. Yeah, that's okay.
Here it is.
Good job, dude.
Tambo, how you doing? How is the journey into a better life in 2019?
So you think he's still muted?
Are you muted, doggy dog?
It's his time
What's
to
going
shine.
Oh, hello. How you guys doing?
Doing good, dude.
Good, how are
How about
you?
you? Yeah, there's a dog out there. Jesus.
Are you gonna fill the time? How are you doing,
So-
Tambo? How's your weight loss journey been?
I'm-
How's the gym?
I'm
Are
good,
Are you still
bruh.
sore?
But there's somebody that fucking brought me a fucking hamburger pie.
Ooh,
Oh my god! You know I had to break it.
you had to bring it in, dude. I love it.
Had to bring it in, and I'm gonna say,
Shout him out. Who got the pie? Who made the pie?
you see, I don't know him like that. You know, he's just that one guy. You know that that one guy. You know,
Tambo's fake.
Tambo
Ricky.
fake as fuck.
Ricky.
But
No, that's how he
Ricky.
did me on that FaceTime though. But
Yeah, he did.
Ricky,
He did. He did at the FaceTime.
Ricky,
So yeah,
Yeah.
shout out to Ricky
Fire.
from
You gonna
Pie
cut 'em
Dreams.
off?
fire.
I had
Nah,
to.
but go ahead. You do that. In official like.
I gotta get his
This
official
is our
shout out.
producer.
Yeah, dude.
It's an official shout out.
Ricky's Pies .co.
You gonna cut him off? You gonna cut him off? Andres was gonna do
Let's
that.
stop cutting people off. 'Cause that. Pie Dreams, Ricky, we got a hamburger pie from him. And holy shit, guys. For me, I thought pies were just like sweet, like blueberry kind of apple pie, shit like that. I did not know you could make a hamburger pie and it be that fucking good. So shout out to Ricky making that hamburger pie. Go follow him on Instagram, Pie Dreams. It's amazing. He does weekly pies, different pies he makes weekly. Check him out. If you want an even easier way to check him out, go to Shake Shack. He's actually partnered with Shake Shack. You can get that pie oh my
In the Bay Area.
in the Bay Area. Yeah, there's one in Palo Alto. Get that pie oh my. I think right now is at caramel, apple pear kind of custard thing that they do right now. It's fucking amazing. So yeah, shout out to my boy Ricky.
You gotta work on your plugs. Let me tell you, you motherfucker.
What kind of plugs you talking
Let
about?
me
What
tell
kind of
you,
plugs you
motherfucker.
talking about?
No butt plugs this week.
Thank you.
Adam requested no butt plugs this week. Let me
You-
tell
you
you,
how you-
motherfuckers, what? All right.
Okay. He knows.
Your boy Ricky.
You but hey,
All right. Andres buys a pie. All right.
That's all, folks.
From Ricky. and doesn't eat the pie. So I go, hey, dog, let's eat it. Let's eat it before the
That's
podcast
not
on
how it
podcast day. So he brings it over. This pie, let me tell you, because when you think hamburger pie, I think like the casserole pie where it's like red sauce and the pie and then like chopped up onions and it's like kind of meh. It's like a casserole almost. It's bad. This hamburger pie by piedreams.co.com, right? Or piedreamsco.com. Figure it out. Figure out the link.
I just told you he's only at Pie Dreams.
Figure out the link.
At Pie Dreams.
No, but there's a website.
Oh, that yeah.
Plug the website.
Just
This is
go
what
to
I'm
his
telling you.
IG.
You gotta work on
Just
your
go to
pies.
IG.
Anyway,
You gotta work on your pie.
Go ahead.
This
finish it up.
pie
Finish it up.
was fucking delicious because when I cut into it, I was like, oh, let's get ready for some more of this hamburger pie. No, that shit tasted like a hamburger. It had bacon. It had the onions. Oh, doctor, it had the cheese.
Doctor.
And then the crust was just so good.
Hella
So
was good.
if you are in the Bay Area, unfortunately he doesn't do shipping. I don't know why. I feel like he's losing out on a lot of money. But
how do you don't ship food? It's food.
what's up? You can ship food. How do you think Blue Apron does it, you idiot?
I don't know. They put it in the freezer.
Damn, put you down.
This
I don't
guy,
know. I don't
this
order
guy.
fucking food on the
Stay in
website.
your place, boy.
All right.
That's my God of
But
War
check
voice.
him out if you're in the Bay Area. Also, he is exclusively partnered with
Shake Shack.
Shake Shack. So in the Bay Area, go check him out.
It's amazing.
Your boy Ricky Pies, Pie Dreams, the man of many names.
Ricky Pies, Pie Trees. I love it. So yeah, man, it's a good way to start the podcast for sure. We had some food, trimmed it down. Let's get into some news, because guys, there's a couple interesting news that we got to talk about. One in particular, Mikey really was hyped about this. Mikey was like, "Yo, Andres, we got to talk about this." And I was like, "What's up, dude?" He wants to talk about Media Molecule and their upcoming game Dreams. So if you guys don't know, Media Molecule is the company that made Little Big Planet series, all that good stuff. I personally love that game. I love the idea. It's, again, like a social game. You go to, like, screen rolling. What's that game? That type? I can't forget. It's a really cool game.
Side scroller?
Side scroller. Fuck, my bad. I hella fucked that one up. It's a side scrolling game. You just go
Screen
puzzles, all that cool shit.
Yeah.
It's a really fun game, group play. And they kind of went hiatus. And we're like, what's going on? What game are they making? They're making a game called Dreams. So what Dreams is a space where you go to a place and experience the dreams of Media Molecule and our community. It's also a space in which you create your own dreams, whether they're games, art, films, music, or anything in between and beyond.
So is it like the big ass, just a big sandbox game apparently?
Essentially, right? So the Mikey knows a little bit more about the game because he's really passionate about this thing. But
Well,
yeah, go ahead.
No, sorry, I've
No.
always been a big fan of Sony first party, so I always found it interesting what each one's working on because they each play a key integral part in terms of the Sony first party. They all drive the Sony forward, PlayStation forward. That's what powers the PlayStation. That's what makes people want to buy a PlayStation over an Xbox.
Easy.
And that's why Xbox is trying to copy their model with like acquiring as many cities as they can to get good games. So Media Molecule was always a company I thought was an odd when they were acquired in like 2006, 2007 after the first Little Big Planet
That
came
was
out.
what, PlayStation 3?
Yeah, PlayStation 3, which
PlayStation
was
3.
Little Big Planet played an integral part of
fuck yeah.
PlayStation 3. And Sackboy actually became like a mascot for like a lot of the time.
Hold on, you actually played the game and the All-Star Battle
PlayStation
Royale?
All-Stars
Yeah.
Battle Royale.
Was
The
Sackboy
hit
in it?
game. Yeah,
Like,
Sackboy
Sackboy
was
was
in
in
it.
it?
He was on the front.
Oh,
He was
shit.
on the front cover.
Go back, go ahead. I just want to know if that back.
So yeah, he was always the kind of like the mascot for a while. Him and Kratos. So after Media Molecule kind of moved away from them after Little Big Planet 3, I was interested to see what they're doing, and it was just hiatus, nothing, right? So they come out, they announce PS4, they announce it with like that. I don't know if you guys remember it, that weird musical, like with the puppets.
Yeah.
And they did like a musical like
It's
instrument.
super weird. It was one of
That's
those-
Dreams. That was Dreams in
Yeah.
like the very early stages, and then they announced
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They ended up announcing Dreams because that was powered by Media Molecule. They announced Dreams. Everybody didn't know how to grasp their head around it because we've seen attempts like this. That Xbox
Easily.
game we were talking about earlier, I can't remember the name for the life of me. That came out and it was like supposed to be like that build your own
Sandbox,
world,
yeah.
Sandbox, and it
Yeah.
just came out. I didn't even know it come out. I didn't even know it came out. I saw on Twitter that it was like, oh, they're closing their servers. I was like, I didn't even know that fucking game dropped.
What are you
Let
talking
alone that
about?
they're closing now. So it's a tricky balance to do, right?
Yeah,
so
no, for
I was
sure.
super unsure about the game. From what I saw, it was like there is no real gameplay or no real game here. So eventually they started. I think they took that feedback back, and then they started building a game around the engine they developed because it was an amazing engine. But you never really saw what the engine can do. So cut to yesterday.
Yes, because a lot of the news dropped about this yesterday, right?
Yeah.
I
This
think,
is
like-
yesterday, Tuesday. I don't know.
So
Yesterday.
this is just hot.
This
hot
is
week.
like
Yeah.
hot shit coming out right now for sure.
Okay.
So
came
private beta has been out for I think the last week,
Private
where you were
beta.
able to get in. It was very exclusive, and you had to sign an NDA to get in.
What's an NDA, dude?
Non-disclosure agreement.
So that means no snitching.
you
You
know,
can't
like
say
snitching.
shit.
So explain like I'm 5. What does that mean?
All right.
Just as it is.
So Chiptooth Gaming is working
Uh-huh.
on some high tech shit here. right?
Okay.
We're gonna work on. We're gonna kill somebody. All right.
Okay. Fuck.
All right. So
Worst person to ask to
So-
explain like I'm 5. Worst person to
So-
explain.
all right. So we're gonna take this motherfucker out, but you're gonna be part of the operation.
Yeah.
I need you to sign this paper so you don't snitch. And if you snitch, I could tell. I could sue you.
I can fuck you up.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, a little different because we're killing somebody, but let's say we weren't killing someone, right?
But the idea is like
Terrible. Just terrible.
it's kind of like say, hey, you're invited to this club, but you can't tell anybody.
Well, it's
happened-
like
Pretty
what happened
much,
inside
we'll
the
let
club?
you in if you can't tell any. You just can't tell anyone what we're doing.
Perfect.
Right?
And
and you
That's
can't
it.
show no pictures. It's like every game developer has to sign
So
that.
an
when they're working on
NDA,
it.
Yeah.
and this happens a lot. So private beta, they get sent out, and you sign this.
Typically, it doesn't happen with
So what happened this
the
week,
public though.
Yeah.
So yesterday, a bunch of people shared the shit that they were making.
it's so fucking weird. Go
And
ahead.
I think this was the smartest move for them to do. Make the beta feel exclusive at first, because eventually it's going to come out and be like a full beta for everybody.
Yeah,
But
of
make
course.
it feel exclusive, so then when it looks like someone broke NDA, like people pay attention to it more. And the shit that they leaked, like or
Some
showed,
crazy good shit.
was fucking crazy. Because at first
Man.
I thought it was just going to be like a kiddie engine in terms of like, oh, everything's going to look like Little Big Planet 3. Everything's going to look like what they showed with like the puppets or like
Mhm.
super cartoony.
Yeah.
And then there was a guy who shared. They did a stream and they showcased a couple of the community
His episode,
creations.
yeah.
He shared screenshots of this first-person shooter game he was making. It looked like a really cool futuristic Resistance
Mhm.
3. There was a recreation of Dead Space. There was a recreation of PT, the PT demo, and it looked exactly like PT did.
That's crazy.
So this game engine, it's fucking insane because you could literally make whatever you want, and they even made Little Big Planet within the game engine.
That's wild.
So it's like, what's cool is they're gonna have like a bunch of uploaded stock shit that you can do, but you can eventually upload your own art. You can sculpt your own things in the game with the
So, like,
PlayStation
crazy.
Move. With the PlayStation Move
Yeah.
controllers, you could sculpt like your own like statues and like players or characters. You can upload your own music and then like shit like that. That's like
So as a gamer, it's like having a game within a game.
yeah. So the way I saw it described on YouTube, which I thought was very fascinating, was it is YouTube for video games.
So essentially, once
That's
you saw,
pretty dope,
yeah,
actually,
no,
when
it's
you
a
think
really
about
awesome, ambitious fucking game. Like the idea of you creating a community where people could just come in, create their own game, and then invite everybody into it. Like holy shit! Like in the sense of YouTube, hey, I'm a content creator. I'm gonna put this on YouTube. People could either absorb it or just be fuck it.
Yeah.
Having that in a game where like you take the time to make that game and make that, so like I said, for me that's
Yeah, that gives
ambitious.
people a lot of confidence to start building their own.
Again, it
I can
can
see that being.
And I sent you some things like with like the shit.
Yeah,
that
you showed me
people are
like the
working on.
PT.
The
But-
PT demo, exactly the same.
The Dead Space- the Dead Space one was amazing.
looked
That one
crazy
was
because
fucking
it
crazy.
wasn't cartoony. You can actually make realistic shit in this
And
game.
little spider creatures. I was like, whoa.
Yeah,
Popped
It's
out of the
freaking
egg
weird,
and
right?
everything.
super
That
cool.
shit's
So
crazy.
it's like, Tambo, can you do me a favor? Can you look up when Little Big Planet 2 came out?
2.
I was like,
That was the last game that they worked on.
06, 07?
So
Ooh, okay,
No,
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 you're
that
right.
was like
no,
12, 13,
Yeah.
I think.
because they made 3, but
Or actually 12, I think. Yeah, no, they didn't make 3.
yeah,
So Media Molecule has always been a developer I've been curious about. They're interesting.
Mm-hmm.
They're very artsy. The people who work there are very interesting. This is a game I think when it comes out, I thought was gonna flop, and I didn't give a fuck about, and now
Mhm.
I totally give a fuck about, and I totally
What-
get what they're trying to do, and I get that like, especially with like, you have someone like a Nick DiPaolo get on there,
yeah.
you know, or like there's really creative people out there who
Yeah.
are making this shit. I'm very excited to play what they're playing. It's not like limited. It's not a limited engine like the Little Big Planet
No,
engine one.
exactly.
Because I played the Little Big Planet creator levels and I was like, eh. And actually, some people they even hired to go work for them. Off
Bruh,
just
they
them
did
making
make
levels.
Little Big Planet 3.
No, I think they were a collaborator.
It says November 18, 2014.
And it says Media Molecule?
Little Big Planet 3.
Yeah, but does it say Media Molecule developed it?
I don't know, but
All right, look
Little
up
Big
Little Big
Planet
Planet
2.
2. I'm 100% in there to
January
make Little
18,
Big Planet.
2011.
2011 for Little Big Planet 2.
Okay.
It's crazy. I mean, this is what I love about the game. Anytime a game is created and it gives you, it's a long time.
8 years. They've been
If-
working on this.
If Little Big Planet came out in 2011, then yeah, they had a little bit of spare time. But anytime you get a game that gives the person that power to create, that power of imagination, it's in your hands. Like holy shit! Like you could imagine what they could make. Like that's why I said people who love PT. Guess what? I'm gonna remake that because I love it. Dead Space, another great game where people say, "Hey, I want to recreate that."
Yeah.
Or
it
their
kinda-
own shit.
Or their own shit, yeah.
Or
Or that's the best thing about it,
so
though.
much a thing of like,
Recreating.
oh, look at the recreating. It's like, oh, look at what you can do. If you can make
No,
little,
exactly.
like Dead Space 3 in the game, You could make your own fucking futuristic action
And that's
explorer
cool.
adventure game.
No, exactly. What sparks the imagination? It gives you like unlimited access to whatever you want to do.
Yep.
That's fucking crazy.
It's
So
a
that
spark
kind
of creativity.
Let me ask you this because it kind of leads into a listener question. Let me see. Joshua Schumer. I don't know. Hopefully I didn't say that.
Shout
His
out.
last
What did he
name.
say? What did
He
he
got
say?
a question real quick, but he just said after seeing a few people breaking the NDA and showing off their versions of PT and Dead Space in the Dreams beta, what's one game you'd like to recreate when the game launches? Again, it's kind of the idea of you creating anything.
Well,
Like
I
you said,
mean,
I know Adam was kind of making funny or not making funny, but he was saying, "Hey, what if they make that Crash Bandicoot?"
Well, he said it's no Crash Team Racing. I said if they could recreate a Crash to Insanity, I'm happy. I'll take it.
Is that tricky water though when you start trying to recreate games that have already been made?
Yeah,
Is
yeah,
that just
yeah,
super
yeah.
tricky
I'm
water,
sure
right?
there's gonna. I'm sure there's gonna be definite like legal trouble or people uploading music that like is like copyright, like
Yeah.
things like that. But when you get people who can like make their own music, make their own shit, who are very artistic, I'm more interested to see like what people can do like with the new like without like their own shit, like that first person shooter. I forgot the guy's name. That
no,
he's
you're talking
making.
about- you
I
showed
want to
me
play
too.
it. I want to play that game, and I just think the possibilities are endless on what you can get. And I think it's really cool of Sony not to pull the plug on this, because I think if they would have cut the plug on this in 2016, 15, I would have been like, yeah, it makes sense. Who the fuck gives a fuck about this? But now that they gave it room and they give it time, 8 years, 9 years, that's not cheap. That's not cheap to
Hell
not
no,
push
it's not.
anything out.
yeah.
And not make a profit off a studio. So I actually think when this comes out, this is going to catch fire.
Well, think about it. Hey, it's not like you're paying for the game, obviously, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then it says, hey, Shawn made a fucking dope ass fighting game, because that's if you got the game. I'm imagining you make a fighting game, you make a car
well,
racing game.
that depends on what the engine can do. Like
It
we've
can't
only
do that.
seen this a little bit.
But it can't do that. They've
How do you
confirmed
know?
that it could do fighting games.
Really
Yeah, I've
Yeah.
watched one of their streams.
interesting.
So again, it's just the idea, right? So it's just super crazy how you just have that imagination and that power.
They paid for a super cheap unit. Like it's like they made their own engine. For
You know
this
what I'd
game.
want a recreation of? Grand Theft Auto. That sounds fucking fun.
The one where you like the Grand Theft Auto 1, where you're just like not even 3D. It's just you looking at
like
overview.
looking down, like Chinatown
looking
type.
down, trying to type shit.
That wasn't bad. I'd play that.
It's bad.
I'd play that. That
What
was a
about
fucking
you?
good game.
I don't know. I'd probably do some I don't know. To be honest,
I want to see
I don't know.
Overwatch porn the game.
Overwatch porn. Fuck. Dude.
Overwatch porn.
That's gonna be so crazy.
Me
shit.
and that's SF Treat. We're talking about that on Twitter.
That's some wild. Yeah, I got wild.
I got wild.
Wow.
But it's the idea of, again, that game is so ambitious. The idea of people creating so many games, you pay for Dream, and then I could go in, play Mikey's game. Okay, cool. That's a really cool fucking game. And then it has you feel like you get so many games for the price of one.
Yeah. And
Because then Sean's games would be dope as fuck. That's gonna light up. Spark gonna make the front page like in YouTube status, right? Front page, Sean's game. Boom. Let's play that. I'm not paying anything extra. I'm paying Dreams, but then I'm gonna allowing all these other guys
well, look at the success of like Fortnite, the builder.
free to play, right?
Yeah, the
Yeah.
the builder one where you build your
Oh
shit. The
yeah,
creative,
yeah.
like,
They
the
did that
sandbox,
too, right?
whatever.
Creative mode. Is that what it's
Yeah,
called?
creative mode, some shit like that. Like there's definitely markets for this stuff, and I think if the engine is not limiting, which it looks like it's not at all, this game is gonna catch fire. Like this is YouTube for video games, and it's very cool
So,
what they're doing. I don't know. That's just my fact. I want to see what base game that they make though. Like I was kind of bummed that they moved away from like a more mascotty game, and they kind of went.
That was my thing. Like it just sounds like a big just tool engine where you can just create your own shit. Like what's the main game? Like what am I really playing?
They have one, and they're gonna
The
tell
main-
a story, but
it's the
I
imagination.
think the shit that they have on there now that they're showing like that I think there's gonna be plenty day one to like go and play and like, check out.
And I like the. Yeah, cool. I'll just because I want to cut you off. My bad, dude.
I didn't even say anything.
I thought you were.
That was
I was
Mikey.
trying
Go
to be
ahead.
generous.
Go ahead.
I lost my train of thought now, dude.
Well, all right.
Okay.
That's all I gotta say on Dreams.
Oh, yeah, Dreams. Great. Love it.
I did. I'm excited.
Dress is so funny.
It's the beer. No, it's good buzz. Oh, that's what I was going to say, the buzz.
I just saw your eyes go like this. They
'Cause
split
I
up
was
in
all over the
different
place.
places.
Because when I was trying to think of what I was going to say.
Lit.
But that's the thing. The idea of NDA, is that a bad thing or good thing? Obviously, I feel like the NDA being broken is a good thing because it's building conversation. It's building hype to this game.
I think it's good for Media Molecule. I think it's shitty on the people though.
People who made
To
the
like
games.
leak it. Yeah. No, to leak
Oh,
it.
shitty for the like you signed an NDA and you're fucking
I
me
feel
over
like
by
NDAs are
promotion.
just made to be broken.
No.
You kind of signed a paper that says, "Hey, I'm not," and then you're literally going back on your word. You're
And
not
then
about your word.
you could get sued.
You're not about
I
your
mean,
word.
you could get sued, definitely, but
Wow, you a punk.
you
ass.
definitely get, and it's helpful for them.
Now
NDAs
it
is
could
like-
have not been though.
What if they would have?
If it was the opposite reaction, now you have people who aren't gonna like.
pull the plug, dude. They would have pulled the plug on the game. Like, fuck this game. 8 years in
But I
development
mean-
for this.
Yeah, if it was like, look at how fucking broke. Like, if let's say one person got a hold of the glitch, right? One glitch in the beta,
Yeah.
and then posted it, and people were like, this took 9 years to make," and then it went the opposite way. Then they would have been fucked. Yeah, it's benefiting them now, but just don't break NDAs. If you want to be really cool and be in an exclusive club and play an exclusive game that you don't have to be in.
Rules are made to be broken.
Rules are meant to be broken. That's your guy. That's your boy. That's your boy right
That's
there.
our boy.
That's so nasty. That's why you're so nasty.
That's why you're a nasty man.
You know what?
It's crazy. So I mean, I'm excited for Dreams. I know you're excited, but there's literally still no news of announcements or anything, right?
No, I mean they announced the date for the beta.
Isn't it like
the full,
2019?
like the open beta, which I'm excited for. Yeah, it's coming
Somewhere
out
sometime
like
in
not-
2019.
like, I think like 2-3 weeks.
What?
The full open beta is coming out.
Oh,
Shut
I thought you meant like the
No,
game.
no, not
game.
the game. The
I was
beta.
like,
Oh,
what
open
the
beta.
fuck?
Say, shut
Open
the
beta.
fuck
Open
up.
beta without
Open
the
beta.
NDA.
I mean, it's cool. I mean, again, they can't get that mad if it's like 3 weeks out. So I'm, NDA is broken. Rules are meant to be broken. Fuck it. 3 weeks out. I ain't even mad at that. If I'm the guy, yeah, dude, the open beta's in 3 weeks. Fuck it. Who gives a shit?
Definitely download that beta. Put it on your list right now, somewhere in your calendar. In 2 to 3 weeks, just put a reminder somewhere.
I'm excited
back
to
at
get
it.
you guys into it. See your impressions.
Dude, I mean, I like
Of Dreams?
I
Check it out.
really liked Little Big Planet. That for sure was.
Yeah,
a
but you
cool
didn't
game.
give a fuck
Bec-
about Dreams.
No, because Little Big Planet is again. The Little Big Planet had the idea of create your game. Like I remember, Little Big Planet, they had a jigsaw like level. Some guy created a little jigsaw level, and you're
sounds sick.
playing it, and they're like obviously like those games like, hey, pull this lever to go to the next spot. You pull the lever and you die.
Yeah.
Like straight up jigsaw like puzzle shit. It was just a super creative way, and I like how they kind of took that concept and just made it so much bigger.
Exactly. Not a limiting engine anymore,
Yeah.
which is what I'm excited about.
I never got a chance to play Little Big Planet. I had an
It's
Xbox
actually really
360.
cool. Yeah.
You're one of them dumb kids.
I'm sorry, my parents gave me an Xbox.
Sorry your parents hated you.
Fuck you. I had to connect. I was in there,
You had to connect too? God, I'm
The
so
Kinect
glad my
was
parents
cool.
love me.
I like to connect. I was able to video chat my friends. It was good. It was
Why the fuck would you need that? When you
Video
have a
chat your
smartphone?
friends?
Yeah. I video
First of
chatted
all,
my friends.
checkmate.
Mate,
You have-
Xbox 360 not that old. You definitely had a smartphone.
No, you had a sidekick, dude.
What did I have?
You didn't have a smartphone.
I had a smartphone.
I had like a little fucking
Galaxy
Samsung
S3.
shit.
I don't even know, dude.
I don't know. I had some of those Samsung.
I was
shit
super
phones.
late to iPhone, so I can't even get mad. I can't get mad. Let's go on to the next bit of news. Dreams, I'm excited for. Let's talk about Machinima. Have you guys heard what happened with those guys?
Yes.
How long has Machinima been down? Because like I used to like watch all the videos.
Just
Right?
It
happened.
just disappeared.
Machinima.
happened.
They just stopped
Yeah,
making videos.
yeah.
it was like over the weekend.
Like I know they closed the fucking account, but like they weren't like making videos. They weren't pushing
No,
out
they
videos
were.
anymore.
I
They
believe
were. They were still making
Yeah,
videos
I believe
and
they
shit.
were until this weekend.
So this weekend is super crazy because like I remember when I was growing up, I would say probably middle school and shit.
So like, was there like rep on YouTube like going down? Because I stopped seeing their videos. Like
Yeah. Okay. So Machinima has a very long history of treating their employees shitty.
Yeah.
So they hire like these bright-eyed, bushy-tailed fucking young talent who's
Yeah.
excited that I get to capture
games?
videos and like capture gameplay for fucking top 10 with Jay and Larson, and
Yeah.
then and then they just abuse their power. Like they'd pay him
Yeah.
shit. They wouldn't fucking like they were just really sketchy on their practices, or like they were really hard on like the people who are Funhouse now. The
those guys.
what were they
I know
they
one
called?
was
Inside
Larson.
Gaming.
Ah.
Inside Gaming. You
Those
remember
are the
Inside
shit. I
Gaming?
remember
They're
watching them a
Funhouse
lot.
now.
I know they're fun.
They like had a big falling out with them because the management was just shit. Like they were super hard on them, or they didn't let them be like as creative as they needed to be, and they were more like driven by the numbers.
course,
so they
yeah.
kill something out really fast. Whereas like other like Rooster Teeth, the IGNs aren't really like that as much. At least they like pay their employees good.
Yeah.
So they've always been like a shit employer. But videos were still coming out, I think, up until like last week or like up until the weekend, like sometime.
And then just delete everything.
They didn't delete everything. So,
Nope.
kind of essentially they did, right? So what happened over the weekend was, with no public announcement or advance warning to many creators, the entire Machinima YouTube channel was effectively wiped from the internet. All video All videos on the channel are now private, making them unable to view. That sucks. Because I remember growing up, like I said, like Inside Gaming Daily, watching those guys. They were freaking hilarious. Like it was Machinima with Inside Gaming Daily, and then it was IGN. Like I'd probably go home, watch like cool like those 5-minute videos. Like, hey, this is the gaming news, cool for sure.
I mean, as a
Next.
fucking creator, I'd be a little salty
You
because
salty.
that's so much work you did, and like
Years.
you can't even like look back on it like
years
gone.
of work, dude. Years of work.
You can't even look back and reflect like, I grew from this. Like you can't even show someone like, oh, this is what I used to do, and this
No.
is me now. Like it's done.
And that's what I love doing now is going back to like
Yeah, you can't even
10
grow.
years and being like, look at my first videos and look at like where we
Where
came.
now.
I'm talking about butt plugs and
Shit like that. And next thing you know,
Oh my god.
but
we're out of Cheek's basement. All that stuff.
that is my worst nightmare
Of
That
what?
would suck.
of like
All your
Of just
going to
shit.
work for an IGN and then being like, yeah, your whole history of
All your shit that you
online.
made. No, that's
Gone.
crazy. I remember they had two
It's
best. Like there was
crazy.
another thing I watched on Machinima was like two best friends playing, shit like that, and all that is gone. Like as a content creator, you're fucking. I mean, I'd be pissed.
Yeah, I
I'd
used to
be
go to
upset.
Machinima to watch like gameplay. Sometimes they had like tutorials. You know what I'm saying? Little tips on some games. I mean, I slowly stopped seeing them the more I started watching YouTube because I guess, they were having issues like Mikey said, but they were definitely one of my go-to like
Yeah.
fucking YouTube channels.
They still had people coming on, like being new, like tons of like Cow Chop people came from Machinima.
Yeah.
Funhouse came from Machinima. Like there's a lot of talent that came from Machinima, but they ended up outgrowing it. But there's still like timeless content on there, like the Inside Gaming, and then like the J.N. Larson. Like I loved fucking J.N. Larson. Like in middle school, like the number 10. Like you remember those guys?
I remember those
Yeah,
guys.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
They were funny. He's got
This
that
is
bad
the top
back
10
and forth.
side boob in gaming.
I'm dead.
And it was
Number
just-
9.
And it's funny because sometimes they're like, they don't even know what to like. Just fucking just put it here. It's number 2. Fuck it.
Yeah, so I like,
Like, we don't know what to. Like,
there's
it's
not
just,
much more to say about this. Blah, 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 blah. Number 1.
It's just funny because
That
the
shit-
people who took over for them was they're shifting owners under Otter Media, and that's the reason why I think effectively today or some like I think over the weekend.
AT&T bought them.
Machinima has effectively pulled its entire catalog as part of a strategic shift under owners Otter Media. So Otter Media they're shifting all their content and it's just kind of making things private, super weird.
So they're gonna like re-upload
They're
their videos?
essentially they're saying Machinima's still going to produce
Why they make it
more
private,
videos,
though?
but I think again it's just they're trying to change it under their umbrella. Instead of saying, "Hey, this is Machinima videos," they're gonna be like, "Hey, this is Otter Media videos. This is all ours."
So you think they're gonna just like take them down and re-upload?
I
them, you
think so. That has to be because
No.
that's a lot of content actually.
I don't know
doubt
how
they do.
you
That's
could
a lot
do
of
that.
work
I
to
think
even
they
just
just
do that.
delete it.
This is a
because
lot of
they have the sub numbers.
this has the behind the scenes like
Yeah.
shit that I can't even know like how exactly they're transferring all the subs that they're going to be losing if they can do this. I'm pretty sure already off the bat, like with this news and stuff, they're losing probably thousands of people as far as viewership and subscribers.
I mean, I'm pretty
Like-
sure they've been losing viewership for a while now because they're not front page like they used to be.
Yeah, because
And
I
all
know
the
they
talent's
changed
leaving.
it. I know Funhouse. I know when they started, I was like, all right, cool, whatever. I kind of stopped watching it after that for real too.
Yeah.
And then again, you kind of just grow out of it a little bit as far as like watching gaming news and kind of do your own thing a little bit. But that sucks. Like that's what you always want, that freedom to create your own stuff.
12 million subscribers.
So,
I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck if you say they're going down. 12 fucking goddamn million
that's
subscribers.
a lot of people.
12
imagine,
mil.
That's 12 million people. Who essentially, you're blocking access to videos.
And that's
damn
just
near
their
a whole
main channel.
That's damn near a whole state.
That doesn't even count
That is
their
literally a whole
little
state.
other channels that are under their
Also, like
umbrella.
those subsidiaries.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
yeah.
a word I'm using.
That's
hold on.
wild. I'd be pissed. Put my shit. You better fucking email me my
Just
videos.
for reference, IGN is at 11 million.
Machinima has
That's
more.
another state.
There's too many states.
Just a viewership. Just a whole state just watching IGN. Just imagine that. Everyone.
Yeah, so they put out another statement that says, "We are focused on creating new content with the Machinima team, which will be distributed on new channels to be announced in the coming months."
That sucks.
So they're literally going to kill that channel of 12 million subs.
it was
If I'm reading this correctly and they're saying, hey, which will be distributed on new channels, that's fucking...
that sucks.
I was going to say something.
Why
It's
would you
over.
give up a 12 million? That's just dumb marketing.
Just rebrand. Yeah. Why would
Just
you do that?
rebrand the channel.
Because it's so easy to get subscribers now, dude. I mean, I don't know what they're trying to prove by
I don't
saying,
think it's
hey...
easy.
Well, these guys think it is, if they're just going to let go of 12 million.
I think they just have no choice but to restart. Like, I feel like there's too many people moving around for them to keep it going consistently, so they have no choice.
No, I would say at least leave it up as like a archive channel.
Yeah, dude, put a spam because you're still getting revenue. There's still people watching it.
You still saw that with the creatures. You still saw that with game trailers when they went down. IGN bought them and just made it an archive channel instead of just deleting everything or rebranding and taking it over.
Yeah.
It just sucks. Like, that's my nightmare. Like, if Chiptooth Gaming, let's say, God forbid, we get big and we sell out and we get bought out by somebody, and then all of a sudden they go, boop, oh, your whole history gone.
Just make a whole fucking
start
saving
and
everything.
it sucks because on Twitter you saw people who worked at Machinima like tweet out and being like, "Fuck, like that sucks." Like I worked. I think it was Lawrence Sontag who was part of Funhouse, who was the Inside Gaming. I think he tweeted out like
7
I stayed up like all night to work on like so many videos like for them, and then now all that hard work is just gone forever.
Gone. I feel like so much time is wasted. That's time they can't even get back. They can't even go back and reflect on that.
I mean, they can reflect just by looking at where they're at now, you know? Shit. I mean, kind of save a little bit of what's going on. Like, they can remember a little bit by just going where they're at.
I mean, they can reflect on seeing what they've done, like, or obviously, like, around them. But, I mean, like, it's like reflecting on, like, baby pictures of yourself. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, they knew the direction they were going in, so I'm glad a lot of people kind of jumped ship a little bit, saying, you know what, like Mikey said, if it's shitty management, you're gonna fucking leave and create your own thing.
This hits home though, because it's like if IGN was like, all like, for instance, we're boys. Oh, I'm boys, but kind of funny, right? They delete all Greg Miller's history from IGN, or like everything that they ever done.
Yeah,
and it's cool to go back as a fan. It's cool to go back and be able to watch shit like where they came from. And there's a lot of people who are coming in the now, and like that's what I did when I found them. I found where they're at now, and I went and watched the whole backlog. That's people
backlog.
Yeah. So, and to see where they come, see and understand certain things or inside jokes or whatever, it's cool to go back. So I couldn't even imagine where like just having that all deleted, like all that growth just gone, because I think that's the coolest part.
It's like you're writing a paper and you hit delete and you're like, fuck, all that work for nothing.
Probably
worse though, because you're working on a 7-year paper.
Yeah. As a consumer, you're just not able to get closer to those people. Like, I feel like if we were to get big, like I feel like people that watch this now would definitely understand this more when we get big.
Exactly.
Because like obviously they got to grow and see that journey with us, so they know.
Yeah, it gives you perspective for sure, and like how they are and how they came to be. You know, their struggles. Yeah. So it gives you so much perspective. Again, it's like if Funhouse just came and created their own stuff for now, you don't know how they are, how they're gonna be.
Like what the origin story was, like with Beyond, like Podcast from. Beyond was the #1 PlayStation podcast in the world. It was Colin and Greg. It even started before Colin and Greg, and then it became Colin and Greg, and that was like the cadence, and that was the thing. And now Colin doesn't work there anymore, so all that shit's deleted. you miss like the first half of the history
how it
lesson.
Came to be, like how they had so much good chemistry and shit like that. Like it's real. It's a shitty situation for a lot of people, for sure, who are in that company. It's 12 million people who got screwed over.
That is like my biggest nightmare.
That's not Big Blue. We can't drink
Pepsi.
I know. Cover it up, because honestly, I don't even like Pepsi, and I'm drinking this shit.
It's crazy because I only find Big Red, dude. All I find is Big Red. I went to Target the other day.
They got rid of it. We have to order Big Blue. We have to bring it back.
Big Blue just needs to stop playing with us.
It's the liquor store.
Sponsor us. Send that shit straight to the fucking studio.
Cowards.
And let us put you on. That's it. That's all you need to do.
So, R.I.P. to Machinima. R.I.P. Pour out some 40s for them guys. What are you doing? Don't. Mikey did some weird white people shit.
No, you never just pour one up for the
I mean, the way I don't know what he did.
Come on, bro.
You don't watch what he did.
Why are you being critical, man?
I gotta be critical. Man.
Is that what they do?
It's weird to hear Mikey say "bruh" like that. Say it again.
Bruh.
No, say the N-word.
No. You almost got me.
People watching here, I know it is. All right, let's get into the last bit of news. Kind of weird. I kind of really wanted to talk about a good chunk. I want to get your guys' opinion on this stuff.
What you want to talk about, baby?
I want to talk a lot about Mortal Kombat.
What you know 11. About Mortal Kombat?
What I know, I know about the fatalities.
Did you play 10?
Yeah.
How'd you like 10?
It was fun. But then again, for me, fighting games is like, I'm really like a rental game when it comes to fighting games. I'm really like, give me 2 solid weeks and then I could be done for forever. I can't really like come back with it every other day because cool, it's the same combo. Oh, cool.
Come on.
I love seeing the combos once and seeing it a few times, but then that's it for me. I
Bro,
can't get behind.
You gotta know your
fighting
bread and
games.
butters. All right, you gotta know your bread and butter
What's your bread
combos.
and- See, you're the fighting
You know what that
expert.
is?
It's
You know what
kinda
that is? The
it's the
B
one
and
that-
B's.
B&B's. What's the B&B's?
What's the
The
B&B's?
bread and butter combos. So the bread and butter combos are like your go-to combos
Yeah.
that you can definitely pull off in any situation.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
You didn't go miss.
do a little 5-hit combo.
It's
You know what I'm
like,
saying? That's a little go-to. Take off like 20%. You know what I mean? Then you got them risky combos. You know, the big ass.
I take you up in the air and fuck you up.
Yeah. The big ass combos were like, if you didn't block, you die.
So what are those called? They're not bread and butters. What are those called?
So you got the bread and butters, you got the touch of death, and then you just got regular combos.
Touch of death.
Touch of death.
Touch of death. That's literally where like
Cocksuckers.
if you just got caught slipping and you die, it's over.
God damn. And that happens though. That's the thing
It
I
happens.
love. And that's why I think that's the reason why I hate it, because once I start getting too into it and I start trying to go competitive, not competitive, but once I start going online, I get fucking
I mean, it doesn't happen in Mortal Kombat, but it happens in games like fucking Marvel vs. Capcom.
Marvel
Definitely a touch of death
I
game.
know another one, just Injustice.
Injustice? No, it wasn't.
For me, again, those are the games that I played. I played a good month at the most, and then there you go. It's in the shelf.
Injustice and Mortal Kombat definitely has some hard combos where like you fuck up one time and then goes like 85% of your life bar. Like that's definitely in Mortal Kombat, but.
So, but here, let me tell you this: what's the biggest difference between a Mortal Kombat game and any other fighting game?
Like,
I
what do
could
you
just-
mean?
The fucking violence.
Oh,
The
like how
fucking
brutal it is?
goriness, brutalness, how all that shit
As far as
is
fucking
into it. So that's Mortal Kombat's bread and butter. That's what they're known for.
Come on, you can't just use bread and butter like
Yeah,
that.
bro.
I
You
got
can't.
to. I
You
got
can't
to
just
use
use
it.
bread and butter after I just.
The fuck you just said?
That's gank.
Come on, Mike. You know you can't just use my words.
You
Mike.
just you can't be fucking
Bruh,
up my words.
You can't throw up bread and
You're
butter
fishing.
like that.
You're
I
fishing.
can do what I want. All right, I can do what I want. It's my podcast. All right, but how do you? I mean, that's what makes Mortal Kombat.
That's what attracts you to Mortal Kombat.
It's
Just how
all the
fucking
goriness.
bloody,
Mhm.
how fucking brutal the fucking like X-rays and fucking I wouldn't say, I don't know what to call them, but
Fatalities.
fatalities. Specials.
They
critical
wanna
arts.
see
I don't know what to call them.
I was about to say Squirtle. Sub-Zero gank Scorpion. You know what I mean?
Gang
Stop
scoop.
throwing words out just to
You
see
said
if they
throw, you just-
stick.
They're not gonna work. Okay,
Just trying to
Ganking
stick 'em out
There's
there.
no
Gank,
word of the
they
days.
ganked. It's ganked.
Do you
But-
play Mortal Kombat, Mikey?
What was your first? Let me ask you
I
that.
dabble in it just like all fighting games.
What
It's
was-
fine.
So when was the
Okay.
first time you guys were exposed to Mortal Kombat? When was the first time you actually like, what the fuck is this game? Oh
I
shit!
came
you
to
can
my
punch
cousin's house.
punch a head.
I think I played Mortal Kombat like 4 or something when it was like not as graphic-y right now, but it was a little more cartoony. Like the blood was actually like cartoon blood. I was just like, what the fuck is going on? I saw him play like his brother.
Yeah,
I was like, what the fuck? Did you just like kick him off the fucking platform into the fucking spikes below?
yeah.
What the fuck is going on? That's when I really got exposed to Mortal Kombat, and then I started playing. I was trash, of course, because that was my first time playing. But that was my first time playing Mortal Kombat. And then I copped 9. That was my first one I actually
9?
owned.
Oh, okay.
And I was really good
You
at that.
owned it. Owned it.
I
How old
owned
were
it,
you
yeah.
then?
I
How
bought
old
it.
were you?
Maybe
Not
like
that crazy.
14, 15.
You kind of knew a lot better, right? So for sure.
Yeah, and I learned some.
Hey, well, you weren't
combos.
like a 5-year-old kid killing people's heads off and shit
No,
like that.
I was
right?
like maybe like 8 when I first saw Mortal Kombat.
What about you, Mikey?
I was in elementary school. It was my friend Kyle's like birthday party. Now,
Oh, is
yeah,
this the
let me-
party
Oh, you
where
remember
they
so
used to just
much.
play all night? Is that the one?
I mean, he had an annual one.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that's
annual.
some shit after. Like it's like right when school started.
Yeah.
Like you knew Kyle was having his birthday party.
Shit,
'cause
no
it was
way.
in September. It was like
That's fucking dope.
an event every year. But my first time seeing it was like I think one of the very first ones I went to was Kyle's party, and setting the scene.
Was Kyle like a
I
little
was
rich
an
kid?
innocent
Like, what the
Mike
fuck?
Doherty. All right.
Innocent Mike Doherty.
All right, I wasn't allowed to watch. Like, nor did I have interest in it. I mean, I was obsessed with
yeah.
Seinfeld. That was probably the most adult content I was exposed to.
Seinfeld?
That and porn. But
Oh my
yeah,
god.
Seinfeld.
You did that AOL dial-up porn? Like, what the fuck are you talking about? What are you
Yeah,
doing?
yeah, yeah. So,
He said that. In
He
porn.
did that free
I
trial.
had my PSP. You know, I did
Oh,
business. I took care
God.
of business like a
Okay.
doctor.
The Rumble.
Hey, respect.
Okay,
I respect it.
but
What's up with Kyle though?
super Christian kid.
Okay.
I was a super Christian kid.
Uh-huh.
I was super
I did
religious.
not
So,
know
like,
that.
okay, no,
I
go ahead.
was-
Let one here.
Yeah, no. So like I like violence. I wasn't really exposed to.
Yeah.
I played a lot of Star Wars games. I played a lot of and I had a PS2 still.
Yeah.
I didn't have a next gen until like middle school.
Okay.
So
I had PS2 for a while too.
I Star Wars games, Crash Bandicoot games, Sims. That was my like bread and butter all throughout elementary school. Weird. I know I was a weird kid.
No
And I went to Kyle's house and I saw these big titty ladies. stabbing each other and fucking kicking each other in the head.
Oh, we're talking about Mortal Kombat now.
Mortal Kombat.
Transition. I was like, you just walked in this house and was just big ass titties in this.
That's
Like,
for real.
walked
No,
in the front door.
and it was
Kyle's
like, it was just
birthday's
one of
a
those
shit.
things where it was like,
Like you see his mom. Like,
Kyle's birthday, dude. That's a shit.
no, it's just one of those things where like you went in, didn't like I've heard of Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
Again, YouTube kind of hit like
Again,
hit
you're
or
not-
miss
you-
in
you
these
weren't-
days, but I wasn't like actively looking for it, nor did I really give a fuck about fighting games.
Like you weren't exposed to it.
And it was just one of those things where we were like starting off like the party, so we were playing like Mortal Kombat. Eventually, we get into like Modern Warfare, things like that.
yeah.
But I remember playing it, being like, "What the fuck? Like, what the fuck is this? Like,
Yeah.
why are these ladies naked? And why are they stabbing each other through the throat
That's
in like
fan
just
service.
the most like violent way possible?" That was like my exposure to it. And then after that, I've dabbled
Never
in it,
touched it again.
but I never really like bought. I don't think I've ever bought a Mortal Kombat game
Did
Ever.
you, did
Actually,
you not
that's
buy
a
it
lie.
because like your parents wouldn't let you?
because Kratos was in one, right?
He was in.
No, he wasn't one of them.
He was
I think
in
it was
one.
I bought-
7 or
I
8.
bought that
I
one.
want to say 8 or 9. I
Yeah.
don't know which one it was
I
in.
bought that one because I was a PlayStation.
Because it was
fanboy.
like fanboy. That's what I love. I mean, I don't love the idea
I
of
want to say
like
he was in 9.
that was like your, for me, any kind of like violent game. The very first game that I was exposed to was Mortal Kombat. I remember.
You never played Grand Theft Auto?
No, like the first game I remember again, kind of like your idea, like going to my cousin's house. They get all the because I'm on Mikey's side. Like my mom's like, "The fuck are you playing?" Like any game that I played, it was like Waterboy's mom, like it's the devil, like the fucking
My mom
don't
didn't
play
give a
that
fuck.
game. I mean, lucky for you, my parents
See,
loved me,
I mean, my parents just always felt like I'd be exposed to it anyway, so fuck it.
and that's the idea, right? So, but
my mom would have. Sorry to cut you off. My mom would have been fine. Like it wasn't really my mom though. It was more like on me. The only game I was never allowed to play, the one game my mom absolutely said no to was Grand Theft Auto, which I eventually got it on the PSP and then I played it on the bus.
the
all the
rest
time.
was
I
history.
played Grand Theft Auto with my mom when
That's
I was
what's
like
up, dude.
9.
All right, sorry.
If-
Get to what you're going.
That's what's up. No, that's the idea. So again, Mortal Kombat, like that was the first game, and I was kind of, I think you guys kind of answered it because one of the questions I want to ask you guys was, what was your first rated M game? And I think for me, it's still going to be Mortal Kombat. That's still the first rated M game, the mature game, and the violent game. I remember going over my cousin's house, Super Nintendo, Mortal Kombat. I still remember I kind of walked into a fatality, and he literally just like Scorpion, boom, head cut off.
I'm weak.
And I'm just like, oh my fucking God, what is this game? It's just cool because again, anytime I went over to my cousin's house, he had like the new shit all the time.
Mm-hmm.
So I was always excited because the first thing I would do is, hey, what's up, cousin? How's it going? Fuck yeah, let's play. Like I don't give a fuck about the party, what was going on. I wanted to play, and it was always James Bond. It was Mortal Kombat,
Oh my god, 007.
right? So, and that was the first time I was exposed to like a Mortal Kombat game. And for me, I didn't know what violent. I mean, I didn't know how to cut a person's head off. I was like, okay, cool, this is amazing, and there's blood. And I remember my mom walked in. She's like, okay, yeah, we're not coming back here again. it was a little over exaggerated, but still, like, it was just that was a
Yeah.
crazy experience, like with Mortal Kombat. And for me, I didn't think any of it. I didn't know it was like, oh, you could kill a person cutting their head off. Like, I didn't have that bad connotation with the video game. Like, I didn't think, oh, violent games are very violent. It makes me violent. Like, the conversation, the reason why I bring up this whole conversation in the first place of Mortal Kombat is kind of, I made sure I tweeted it out to the whole thing is, anytime in Mortal Kombat games, the conversation always comes up of violent games, violence in games in general. So that's why I want to see how you guys feel about violence in games. Is it necessary?
No,
Is it something that
definitely.
needs to be shown? Does it add to the game story? Like, what is a
feel
violent
like
game?
Violent games don't make people violent. I think if anything, kind of just desensitizes people to violence because you just get used to it. You know what I mean? Not Mortal Kombat, Grand Theft Auto. You're used to carjacking. You're used to people getting shot.
True.
You know what I mean? You're used to
fucking.
fucking, you know what I'm saying, prostitution, things like that. Like, it's just things you just get used to as you play it, and then you realize it's actually real, and you're just like, okay,
Yeah, and then we live like,
feel like I haven't seen before.
yeah, we live close to Oakland, so you're like, oh, cool.
Right. So it's not like, I don't think it makes you violent because you're still going to be cautious of, you know what I'm saying, obviously gun violence and shit like that, but you're just like, you're not going to be like, oh my God, he has a gun.
I think that's some bullshit.
What?
You
Go
don't
ahead.
think so?
What do you think is
No,
bullshit?
no, no. Just because, like, like, I get it because, like, I think it desensitizes us to, like, the news of, like, violence in the real world.
Yeah.
But you getting a gun pulled on you, you're not gonna be like, oh, I fucking seen this in a video game, guys.
Oh,
Watch
no,
this.
dude.
That's what I'm talking about.
No, I know,
Obviously,
but
I
I
could
feel like
talk
a
about
lot
that.
of people are like, if you see somebody get shot in real life, you're not gonna be like, he lost life. He'll restart at the police station.
Well,
Yeah, I
let
know.
me ask you something, Mike.
You don't respawn, dude. You don't respawn,
Like
dude.
it's not like when you see that in real life. I feel like that's what people kind of feel like. I feel like just news in general, but I feel like news in general desensitizes us to news. Anyway.
Have you ever seen like a car crash live? Like
Yes.
All the time.
how do you stop and check, or do you keep driving?
No, if the guy gets out of the car, he's fine. I leave. I've stopped a couple times. There was one time the
Shit
girl.
like that. I asked Mike because I know he's been in one.
No, but like you're like, oh fuck, that really just happened. But like you keep driving.
That's what I'm saying.
But
No,
is that
you
desensitized
think.
or does that just speak more to me as a person?
You know the situation.
You're
No, if it's a-
desensitized as a person. Like, why are
Like,
you not concerned?
if the car flips,
That's what I'm talking about. It depends.
I'm
on
fucking stopping.
Flips or not, what if they fucking just smash into the back of somebody's car? People have died like that. Just smash into the back of someone's
what
car.
kind of accident have you seen, dog?
Yeah, what the fuck? Who's dying from
I've
over
never seen-
Are
end?
they driving like 90 miles per hour? Like what the?
I mean,
I was like, I
know,
literally
If it's
I've
like
seen
a
the shit.
bad one, yeah, I'll stop. But if it's a little like whatever, then I'll keep driving.
I stop every time. Fuck you guys.
So here's the thing. I've stopped. So there's one accident. I literally just happened saw it like last week, right?
Yeah.
It was dark. It was raining. It was straight. This guy just pulled into the street, and boom, crash. It was a Prius and thing. I was
Hit a
like,
parked
oh
car.
shit, literally right in front of me. Like I had stopped, and I was like, do I go around? What do I do?
You probably
So I
laughed.
stopped, right? I got off my car, and the guy's like, oh man, and then they both got off their car. They handled like, oh, you good? You good? Okay, for sure. Nobody's dying. All right, cool. Got in my car and I left. That's all I did. There was another accident. This was a while ago. Again, another accident that happened in front of me. I pulled over. I didn't pull over, but I kind of drove by. Guess what? Asian chick, she's prego. Oh, fuck. I got to get out. Like, I literally got out of my
Knocked
car.
out?
Oh, hell yeah, dude. She was pregnant. She was, like, holding her baby, like, doing that whole, like, And I was like, holy shit. Like, I didn't even care about my car or anything, right? And it was crazy because the idea of desensitizing, right? I when I got out of my car, I didn't even move my car to the side or anything. I left it in the middle of the street.
Are you fucking asshole?
Asshole move. But again, for me, I didn't care about anybody else. I cared about that person. So I
mean,
turned off my car and did all
Congrats
that.
to you.
People were honking at me. Hey, move your car. I was like, there's a pregnant chick right here who got into an accident.
bro, they
I don't
be
know
late to
what the
work.
fuck's going on. So then I was like, I'll be right back. Move my car and then helped her out. And I
Yeah.
was there for a cool minute. I think it just depends on how crazy it is. So as far as like desensitizing, I don't know.
I
Breaking it-
absolutely think that it could desensitize younger kids, like that kind of ultra violence. But at the same time, so again, our stories aren't gonna like
Help
reflect
out.
on everybody.
Exactly.
Like in terms of like how we took it is different from how like somebody with a more mentally unstable mind as a little
Mhm.
kid, you know, it can make them more violent. But at the same time, video games are art, and who are we to tell an artist
What artist?
to censor them, like to tell them that they can't make the art the way they want? It's fiction.
No, of course.
It's fiction. It's not real. Obviously, that's why we put the labels on it. I think that more falls on the parents. I mean, just for a story, in terms of like what a little bitch I was as a little kid, like my top violence thing that really triggered me was Jack and Daxter. Because when
Really?
I was a kid, because when that game came out, I was super young, and when it came out, I remember asking for TAC, and my mom got me Jack. It was a teen rating, and I snitched on myself because I watched like the first like thing, and he said like ass or something like that. And I brought it to my mom. I was like, I think you got me the wrong thing. Blah 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 blah.
Oh, you little
Like,
Yeah,
it's
you little
rated teen. Blah 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 blah. And she's like, oh, and like took it back, and then like
Yeah.
I got Jack in the Power Juju.
I remember when I fucking first played Conquer, I was so in love. That was my game. Conquer Reloaded.
Yeah, okay. I was like, what? I didn't hear it the
Squirrel?
first time.
That
No, yeah,
fucking-
exactly. Yeah.
That game,
That game
That game.
great.
with the squirrels.
I really hope they like have a remastered version. Like, I just want that game again.
But yeah, I don't know. I
Violence in
definitely
games.
think anything can affect anybody. Like I definitely think anything, and I feel like the responsibility falls on the parents and not the artists.
No, of course. I mean, I feel like the way we grew up in, I mean, it wasn't as accessible as it is today. So I feel like it is crazier to think of how accessible it is to get
Like, accessible, like
violent games. Got
violent
smartphones,
games?
got apps, fucking videos, YouTube, all that kind of crazy shit. It's way more accessible to what we were exposed to. for sure.
I mean, it's because the internet's grown a little bit. I can see what you're saying now.
It grew a lot.
It's also on the parents, though.
No, that's the main thing.
It's still the
And I
parents'
completely
responsibility.
100% agree with you, because one of the questions that I kind of really wanted to figure out is what age is okay. It's kind of the reason why I asked you guys, like, oh, what was the first game you played that was rated M or something like that, right? Mortal Kombat. I think another game.
No, it was Grand Theft Auto.
Oh, Grand Theft Auto, my bad.
But
But still, right? It's like one of your first violent rated R or M games. I still remember the first game I don't know if I remember. It was still Mortal Kombat, but there was another time that was just, this memory sticks out to me, and I don't know why. I remember, I don't know how, Blockbuster. This is the fucking game we got out of Blockbuster. I don't know how my brother got it, but next thing you know, my brother, I go into like our room, and my brother's like, "Hey, close the door. I'm like, "The fuck? Why? What's going on?" He's playing a video game. I was like, "The fuck are you doing?" And then he's like, "Oh, I'm playing this game, but we can't play it." I was like,
That's
"What do you?"
always the best feeling.
And I was just like, "Oh." Straight up looked at the Blockbuster cartridge it came with, and I look at it.
Yeah.
BMX XXX. Straight
I
up.
remember that.
What? BMX
XXX. I'm like, what the fuck is this?
What game was
And
that?
so I look at my brother, and he's
BMX.
playing a BMX game, like a whatever game, like you're literally just,
Or just
I don't know what it was.
naked
It was BMX, so it could be just a dude riding his bike, doing tricks, flips and shit, right? So I was like, oh, it's a cool
Dog
game,
hanging
whatever,
out.
right? So he beat a level, right? And then next thing you know, it cuts to like a real life action sequence of like some strippers dancing and like showing their titties and shit. I'm like, what the fuck kind of game is this? This is a rated fucking M game we got from Blockbuster.
Fucking blew
I
your
don't know
mind.
how my brother, who's like fucking 13, 14 at the time, gets this shit.
We're from popping wheelies
And
and showing titties.
popping titties. It was just super fucking weird. And that was like one of the very first times I'm just like, oh, so games aren't just Mega Man and Super Mario. Great. I can see fucking titties and BMX XXX.
I've never played a game with like porn in it. I mean,
There's
I
a
wouldn't
couple
count
games
Grand
in
Theft Auto because I've never, like, you don't really see anything Grand Theft Auto, but
Not yet. You want to go get some coffee, dude?
warm coffee.
But you remember, I don't know,
Yeah.
you don't remember that game? You played it?
No.
You know about it?
No.
The BMX XXX?
Oh yeah. I
That's
thought you were
what I'm
talking about the
My
one
bad,
you were
no, no.
referencing right there. I was like, I have no idea.
My
what
bad,
you're
my
talking
bad.
about.
But the BMX XXX.
I didn't play it. I remember that game. though.
I
remember
don't know
seeing
how-
that
I-
game in it. It wasn't a Blockbuster. In the mountains, we had like fucking third-party movie rental places.
Yeah, dude, that shit was so fucking weird.
That was
And-
always the best feeling. Was like playing like a new like rented
what I
game
miss?
like that you didn't really know or when it came out or
Yeah.
anything like that. You had no idea what it was. Like I feel like that's lost on us now. Like the exploration of like games that you didn't know existed.
I mean, who just goes to the store and just buys a random game anymore, though?
Now with Blockbuster in town, man.
Well, I feel like a lot of those games don't exist anymore.
Just like third-party games or just random
Just
games?
like the random like
What do you mean? You can walk
like
into GameStop
double
right
A
now.
games, like the middle tier games don't exist anymore.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I see. what you're
It's
saying.
all probably on the PC, but
I remember Fable was like the first one I watched, like my brother play. I was like, what the fuck is this?
Fable's a shit.
he's like, I know you like Fable.
Fuck Fable.
But it's cool. It wasn't violent, so you're okay.
But
So, I mean, as far as violent games, you guys didn't, I mean, I know you didn't play as much as you wanted to, and just because you didn't have a knack for it.
it wasn't
right?
me though. Like I liked the Crash Bandicoots. I liked the
No,
Sims.
that's what I'm
I
saying,
liked-
like,
yeah, I
you
was
didn't
not.
have a
It was
knack-
like I'd go and I'd play all the time at like my friend's house.
But you just
But I
weren't-
had a PS2 for like the longest time. Like I said, it wasn't until like middle
But you-
school I
yeah.
went next
His
gen.
favorite thing in Sims was to woohoo. That was his favorite.
Fuck yeah, it was, bud. Fuck yeah, it was.
Woohooed
I
everybody.
remember thinking that was so naughty. I remember that. I thought that was like, I was like, oh, my mom can't walk in. Like, oh,
Okay,
no.
pause. She comes in, pauses it. I mean,
That's
for
funny.
you, again, you were exposed to it, I guess, more than, I guess, any of us here. You turned out all right.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, my parents, they were okay with me seeing it, but they kind of like, I guess, guided me through like, this is not okay. This
And that's a
is,
perfect example, yeah.
like they want me to see it, and then like they talk to me about it.
That's a
goes-
perfect thing. No,
that
no, go ahead.
goes to what your intro was, though,
Mhm.
to this question was what age is like the right
That's
age?
another thing I was going to say. What age is like the appropriate age
I
for you to
don't
play?
think there is.
The sooner
an
the better,
age.
in my
It's-
opinion.
You hit it right on the nose when you start saying about parents. Because I was talking to one of my buddies. I don't want to name drop, I guess. I don't know why. It's weird.
Sorry, his kids?
Yeah, he has kids.
He
And I
fucks?
talked to him.
He fucked?
I mean, he has kids, so I'm guessing.
He nutted.
So stupid.
Nut in her
But I
butt.
talked to a couple people, right? And the idea is we've been kind of hitting it and got on the nose of it. Most of everybody says it's about parenting. Like, people are cool with their kids playing Mortal Kombat at whatever age, as long as you're involved with your kids. Like, your parents, hey, play this game. You played Grand Theft Auto with your mom. Like, that's so fucking cool. The idea of how she knows how you're going to be, how you react to it, how you are exposed to it. So she could kind of at least guide you in the way of, hey, Shawn, I know we're killing strippers right now, but don't do it in real life.
Like this is fantasy.
It's that idea of, and that's perfect. And I feel like a lot of people don't do that. And it kind of sucks because the idea of violence in games is, it's that argument of, oh, kids are going to be bullies. Kids are being shitters. Like, they're raised in shitty ways. Like, it sucks. Because it sucks to say it, but a lot of people use gaming as, like, one of my friends put it, it's like it's a babysitting tool. It's like, oh, I'm gonna take care of your kid. Yeah, go fucking play Mortal Kombat. I don't give a fuck. Like,
hey, hold this controller. It's not connected to anything, but hold this controller.
Again, that's not a bad thing. There's time to be like, okay, I need a minute. Let me regroup. Go play video games for like a couple hours.
No, I can't.
Like an hour or two, whatever. Like, put like the limitation. Your kid's better. But like, again, it's the all day thing. It's like where like they're submerged in that. You're not talking to them. You're not having that conversation with them. Also, again, I said I don't think there is an age because I think it's per kid. Like someone like Shawn or like us, like you're able to introduce it earlier because we are of a sound mind. Like some kids just cannot be introduced to it. Like your kids. I think as parents to look at them and be like, well, he already has like a little more violent tendencies, like before being introduced to anything. Like maybe I shouldn't introduce him. Maybe I should, care about my kid's mental health. Where is he mentally?
I think that's bullshit.
Introduce that. No, that's not though, because there really are. Like you tell me you never had that kid in your elementary school that was just unhinged.
It sucks because there is kind of facts.
He exposed himself to it though.
There's facts.
No. Even before that, like even before they're exposed to anything,
there's definitely kids that have been like talked to about things. I feel like, you know what I'm saying? Like about sex and shit. And there's definitely kids that just found out on their own about shit. I feel like you can definitely tell the difference between those two types of kids that kind of like found out on their own, like, oh shit, this what boobs do. And there's different kids that have definitely had like a conversation with someone about boobs and sex and vaginas or guns, killing and shooting. You know what I mean? I feel like it's different. So sooner the better, just like anything.
The sooner the better. Like, hey, you can pick up a controller. Hey, here's Mortal Kombat, dog.
Exactly. Show it to them because they're gonna get showed.
But it's crazy because there is facts. There's people. There's been studies. There's been everything. There's been studies where it says young people who have had a greater exposure to violence in video games ended up behaving more aggressively towards people in social environments.
And here's my issue with studies.
What do you think about it?
There's always an agenda. There's always a fucking agenda.
No, of course. I feel
because that study, that's not taking into account their actual life. Like
that's just
the
one
kids who are introduced. What about the parents?
No.
What about the parenting? What about
the environment?
The conversations that they were having with the kid? What about like how hands-on with the parent? Are they just neglecting? Like there's more factors to play than just violent video games, and I feel like those other factors mixed with the violent video games can do it. So you saw the same thing with weed, with weed being legal. Mm-hmm. You see these organizations tout that, oh, Colorado has a higher accident rate under the influence of weed. Well, if you actually look at those numbers, none of it say how much is actually attached to weed with alcohol. Facts. How many times are they crossfaded when they drive?
They pick what they want to see.
Again, they choose the statistic that they want, because if you actually dig into the data, more than half of those statistics, it was that they were crossfaded.
Do you remember? I think it came out last year. Do you remember that video the White House came out with? The White House came out with the video, and it's like violence in video games. And it's straight up a montage of violence in video games. Like you see people Call of Duty getting shanked and all this kind of shit. Kind of like you say, like they nitpick the goriest part of a game to show the violence. And then pretty much the White House was like, this is what's violence in video games. This is why we should ban it. This is why we should be more strict on video games. And shit like that. And they literally came out with like a couple minutes of montages of people in violence in games. And it's funny though, because like you said, I had to cut him off because he was
No, you're good. Keep going.
Okay.
No, because I had to bring that up real quick because, like you said, they nitpick it. They nitpick the idea of games being violent. And it was funny because there was another video that people made, and it said, okay, that's the violence, but here's the beauty of the game. And they showed scenes of, like, The Last of Us with the giraffe. They showed this, like, truly the best part of gaming is the art form and the beautiful. Like, it doesn't have to be all violent.
Yeah.
And I was like, you said it's perfectly right. Like, they nitpick what they want to pick, and they don't show the benefits of gaming. I mean, yeah, there's some games, like, they've clearly shown studies of people who do play video games. They're better decision makers. They do all these better reflexes, all that shit. Like, there's a lot of good benefits to gaming, but they always want to nitpick the bad. And it's, again, I just always bring this up because Mortal Kombat is always like that. Like, is it too much? Is it?
For every Mortal Kombat, though, how many like journeys are there in Uncharted and like stories that actually tell or are moving or are beautiful or art pieces? Like Mortal Kombat's where it is just really mindless violence. I think there's an art to that as well. Just I really do think that is still an art. I just think it's a different kind of art, and it's not like every video game is Mortal Kombat violent, like you were saying. Like even Last of Us, which is a super violent video game, has beautiful parts and has a beautiful story, and I think that's where we really get nitpicky with. And like you said, I didn't actually see that White House video, but of course they would.
Yeah, no,
because
exactly.
Everybody has a fucking agenda, and that's why every time there's a school shooting or every time there's a shooting now, it's stopped now less because there's been like an increase of them. But every time there's like a shooting, it's always like video game, like what, like how is this tied to video games? How can we blame video games? And it's always a scapegoat. That video games are super violent, but in reality, if you look at it, like I said, how many journeys are there to a Mortal Kombat? Like exactly. So it's just very diverse in terms of our selection of art. Fuck, I was gonna say something else.
You're on a roll too. I thought you were gonna finish it. I thought
Tambo's video distracted me.
Good job, Tambo.
Thanks, Tambo. Son of a bitch.
No, it's cool, but I kind of put this question out on Twitter, just kind of see what people's perspective were on just the idea of violence in games, and people kind of they went in. There's a lot of people who had just a thought of it. I know Adam Moisture, our boy Adam, always says it's just like all forms of entertainment: TVs, movies, music, video games. It's not necessary, but I appreciate and enjoy the violence. It can separate reality from fantasy, and he can't wait to play Mortal Kombat. Yeah, and that's what it is. It's just knowing. Again, the right from wrong, it's in a sense. Obviously, it's a video game. You know it's all fake as fuck. But again, it doesn't encourage Adam to go fuck people up and cut their heads off. Not at all in the slightest.
Well, what did you take away from The Last of Us? The story or the violence?
Oh,
took away the story. Right? The experience. And that's the same thing that I got fucking dogpiled on.
What?
For, when The Last of Us 2 trailer came out with the girl hanging herself on the tree. Yeah. And Polygon writing the article being like, oh, this is just like unbelievable, unnecessary amount of violence. It's like blah, blah, blah. It's like, have you not played a Naughty Dog game? Yeah. Do you take away the violence every time you play a Naughty Dog game?
Once you understand the story, the violence is justified every time.
You are short selling fucking Naughty Dog if you think that this is just mindless violence or that it's ultra violent and unnecessary. It's like, no. Did you play The Last of Us? Did you take away the violence or did you take away the actual impact of the game? And that's what pissed me off. So because Polygon is absolute garbage and absolutely produces nothing but garbage because that's how they're ultra sensitive. They make that they are the king of virtue. I hate using the term, but virtue signaling.
Say it, Mikey.
They want a virtue signal. They want to be able to say, we know this is bad. Look at us. We know this is bad. Yeah. So come talk about how this is bad with us. Look at us. We're so good. Like that's the vibe I get from Polygon. So I remember when I tweeted it out, people were just mad at like the perspective that Polygon does that.
No, of course. Again,
Polygon does do that because look at the lot. That's just, I can't believe that. That's like looking. I don't even know a good analogy to this. Like that's just so dumb to be able to look at something that's that beautiful and be like.
You know, I wish they did a study on how many people were not affected by violence in video games because I'd like to see that comparison. You know what I'm saying?
I'm pretty sure it's
saying doggy dog.
If it's 10% of high, it's I don't know. That's a good stat. Yeah.
It'll be like 20% of people
everybody else
are affected by violence in video games. 80%, and then 80% of the people in the world just are not.
Exactly. I mean, I think 80%.
That 20. You know what I mean? Obviously, there's an audience for 20, and that's where Polygon gets their fucking audience.
No, exactly. I mean, again, it's kind of like again the same question that I put out on Twitter. There's another one of our followers, Samuel. He pretty much put violence to the extreme that the MK series goes is never necessary, but I couldn't possibly imagine a Mortal Kombat game without it. I wouldn't say it adds more to the story, but if removed from a game, I think it does take away from being completely immersed in the experience. So again, it kind of goes to the point of Naughty Dog, where again, the violence isn't necessary, but it definitely digs deep and it makes you definitely more open to the story of the game.
Mortal Kombat is just, it satisfies those,
It's one of those
weird urges.
For sure does.
To just, let me just fucking rip your head off.
Fuck some
quick.
shit up.
Okay?
Matter
of fact, let me just fucking stick these fucking blades through your eyes.
Did you see the trailer?
And step on your chest.
Did you see the trailer of it though, right?
Just satisfying to just do certain things. Like, everyone has those violent urges. I think that's honestly just a human fucking natural just...
And you
Humans just have natural urges. Sometimes it's just violent. Sometimes they're sexual. Sometimes it's just normal behavior.
Yeah, normal behavior.
Urges are urges. But everyone has urges. And
Urges
sometimes
are
you got to
urges.
satisfy those urges. And fucking Mortal Kombat does that. And it's also different from a lot of different fighting games. So what do you want a Hello Kitty fighting game where they're fucking throwing rainbows and fucking marshmallows at each other?
Everybody wins in that game.
See,
Everyone wants everyone to win.
Mortal Kombat.
There are people out there who wants everyone to win. Mortal Kombat's one of those games where, like, yeah, it's 100% unnecessary and it doesn't really add to anything.
Beautiful, though.
But who cares? Who the fuck cares? Like, let the people who want to make it make it. Why are we trying to censor art now? Or would we go back and censor fucking the person who wrote Tom Sawyer?
Oh yeah.
For the like
all the shit that he said.
It's historic. Like why? Like why
can't change it now?
It's art.
No, and I completely agree. I mean, I've always been a fan of the Mortal Kombat series, and the more gory, more bloody that it got, I was like, damn, they fucking put some graphics into this bitch, and it makes it look so fucking nice. Like, I was watching the reveal trailer and like just the reveal gameplay of it, and like all the fatalities they were showing. Like there was literally, I forget the character, but he killed the dude, skinned the face. He's like, oh shit, there's a skull behind the face. Let me cut that shit off too. Whack, cut that shit off. Oh, there's a brain. Fuck, let me get that too. Fatality showed him, hit the brain, saw the brain in his hand, and eats it. That's all in the fucking trailer of the fucking
Sorry,
game.
I just burped. So it's really bad.
I was like, holy shit. Like, this game is gory as fuck, but that's so fucking cool.
See, it's just one of those things where it's the same people who are talking about how it's too violent aren't going to put their money where their mouth is and not buy the game. Like, that's just the reality. We complain, but we actually don't speak with what matters, which is our wallets. The game's still going to fucking sell fucking a shit ton. People are still going to play it. People are going to still enjoy it. But, like, what people are, like, with The Last of Us 2, that ultra violence adds to the tensity of the game. Like, that's there to make it tense. Like, just like people gave blowback to Tomb Raider. When you die, the really graphic fucking die.
Oh, the weird ways. That shit was funny as fuck when I first saw it.
It's one of those things you don't want to die. Like, that adds to the game.
Yeah.
It makes you not want to die because it makes you uncomfortable.
Like, hey, if you don't want to see
like,
that.
it does.
No, exactly. Like, hey, if you don't want to see that violent death scene, don't die then, motherfucker. Like,
yeah.
I still remember that part in, like I said, Tomb Raider. I remember it was a weird, like, way of, like, hey, you got to avoid the creeks. You got to avoid, like, you're going down a creek or a waterfall or whatever the fuck it is, and you got to avoid the logs. I remember, I don't know what the fuck, I sneezed or something, and I totally forgot it.
I sneezed or something.
I don't know what the fuck it was, but next thing you know,
or something fell down a violent cutscene.
I looked up and I was like, oh shit, I got fucking pinned by a log with spikes.
Oh,
and
shit.
I see like her straight up like, I was like, oh.
Damn.
That's fucked up.
It makes you uncomfortable, but in that game, it serves a purpose to make you not want to die.
Yeah.
Whereas Uncharted, you just go, fall off a thing, and it goes, Nate! Ah! and then you hear the like, that's it.
Yeah.
That's the game. And, like, you're fine with dying and doing it over and over again, but in Tomb Raider, you're physically uncomfortable with dying because you have to see her get fucking impaled from the stomach, and then it fucking tears her in half, and then fucking
it's really fucked up, dude.
Damn.
Yeah, because
I wish I played fucking Tomb Raider.
I need to finish the last one.
Oh, you didn't finish it?
You played the last one?
No, I didn't play that. I didn't even play it because I beat the second one first.
You didn't finish it?
I haven't even touched it. I haven't even played it. I haven't even bought it.
Oh, okay.
What's good, dude?
Okay.
Listen, I don't beat
fucking
games.
watching it.
At least he's not recommending it for Game of the Year, though, when he hasn't played it all the way through.
Woo! Dude, that's just cold-blooded. I give you one of those.
At least I play games.
That's just, hey.
This month's been a month, man.
Yeah, how about that?
I still play Smash Brothers 2, man.
Yeah, okay. You don't play online, though, so who do you play against? Play on computer?
Level
Yeah,
9s,
how about
dude.
that?
Level 9s all
Level
day.
9s, dog.
You probably still can't recover correctly.
No, I can't. I'm bad at that game.
I know.
But it's crazy. I mean, as far as Mortal Kombat, that's like the kind of what I really want to talk about. Get your guys' perspective on violence in games, what you guys were exposed to. It's pretty funny. You guys play that. I'm kind of jealous that you were able to play Grand Theft Auto with your probably. Because I can't even play.
I had to change the sleeves for the Grand Theft Auto PSP games. I had to change the sleeves so I didn't get caught.
Dude, that sucks because I can't imagine playing a game with my mom. If anything, it's gonna be overcooked.
My
And
mom
not
was
because
always
she
interested
cooks.
in me.
It's because she loves cooking.
I'm weak.
Okay.
No, I remember that when we were talking about that. Just me. I remember me snitching on myself.
Why would you snitch on yourself?
I
don't
remember
get
being like, Mom, like I think you're going through the wrong game. He says ass.
I still don't know. That's fucking hilarious. I still don't know how my brother got that BMX XXX.
I got Jack and the Power of Juju. Again, really good game.
Which one?
Jack and the Power of Juju.
Oh, the alien-looking dude. No,
Alien. No, he looked like hair's all long. Or no, actually, it's in a bun. I don't remember. I actually don't remember. They ended up making it a Nickelodeon show.
Fuck me. Never mind. I
It
don't
was a
remember the
video
shit
game
at all.
first.
But yeah, man, that's it. I mean, crazy. I'm still gonna probably. I don't want to buy Mortal Kombat because again, I'm gonna play for like 2 weeks and then return it probably.
This year, I'm not gonna buy as many games as I bought last year.
Stop playing. You know you're gonna do it.
I'm not. I'm definitely gonna buy Jump Force. My boy's
Force
gonna cop Kingdom Hearts for us.
all day.
Fuck. I need to look at some more games that's coming out this year.
Days Gone.
No.
Might
Fuck
cop
Days Gone.
Anthem. Thinking about that. I'm still on the
Beta's
fence
coming
about
out. I
that.
think there's a beta this weekend for Anthem. I'm super excited.
Is it really?
My boy Lynn, me and my Lynn, we go squad up real quick.
No question.
Lynn.
Sean asked us the question. Like, are you still excited for Anthem after seeing the beta?
Oh yeah, there was a question. I don't know.
It's fine.
I
I still don't give a fuck.
still want
I
to.
still don't give a fuck.
Well, that's why I'm not playing with you, and I'm playing with.
That's
BB
how you
Lynn.
know it's bad when I'm excited for Dreams before I'm excited for Anthem.
Yeah, fuck that. Oh my god, you're excited for. Sorry, Crash Bandicoot. So go fuck yourself.
Oh my
Anthem
god.
just looks annoying.
There's a new screenshot. Oh my god.
Dude, was
I
it really a
can't
screenshot?
wait. Yeah,
All
I
right.
can't wait.
Thank you for watching this.
Let's just quickly get into these listener questions. Very simple, very cool.
Very cool.
Cool because there's no questions for you.
Words.
I know, me too.
There's no questions for you, Mikey. Go fuck yourself. You want some filler words? Go fuck yourself.
I like that
All right,
concept.
what's the questions though?
Jonas DC says, "Why do y'all think that video game based movies suck?" I just suck
Because
They
the
hella
directors
suck.
never played them.
As easy as that, right? There were bad with the two recent games that are video game based games that I remember are Tomb Raider and Rampage.
I haven't
Granted,
watched the Tomb Raider
I've never
movie.
seen both of them, but I heard they did good. They weren't bad. I
Did
think
they?
they're getting better.
Interesting.
Ratchet and Clank
There was a movie?
was a pretty good movie,
That was the last video game.
but it was
based movie.
exactly the same as the video game. They literally took the cutscenes
Did they really?
and they
No, they
copied.
fucking
I
didn't.
swear to God, and they put different voice actors.
That's fucking.
So
great.
instead of like the person there in the video game, they had John Goodman.
You're
Swear to God.
fucking with me.
Swear to God, go in that closet right now. I have it on Blu-ray. I have it on Blu-ray.
I'm dead.
And then there's a Heavenly Sword movie that I bought and I never watched. Remember the
don't know.
PS3 exclusive that it launched with from Ninja
Yeah.
Theory and
Yeah.
it never came out yet? There's a movie of
But
Heavenly Sword.
Was it good?
I haven't watched it yet. I bought it and it's on Blu-ray.
Why'd you buy it then? If you never watched it,
Just
how
to
long have
have
you
it.
had it?
Years.
You just bought a
Years.
you just bought a whole ass movie to display. Does it still have the plastic
Hey,
on it?
hey.
I think 2015 or 14.
could you still return it?
Terrible.
Probably.
I don't want to.
You do.
Are
Want
you ever
to
gonna
now.
watch it?
Maybe one day.
Lies. He's
I
never
just
gonna
want
watch
to see
it.
what's up with
I
it.
don't think he's ever gonna watch
He's
it.
never gonna watch it. Did you read about it?
But what was the
Yep.
other? What was
Do
the
that
what's
first.
the worst video game adaptation movie you've seen?
Vita?
What's the worst
Video
video
game
game movie adaptation? I guess I don't know how to phrase that
Super Mario
because I don't
Brothers.
want to use fucking filler words.
Super Mario Brothers.
I was gonna say Super Mario Bros. You beat me to it. I can remember Doom being really fucking bad. I never really liked the Resident Evil series movies.
I've honestly never even watched video game movies because I always assume they're bad. Like same thing with like anime movies. Like if there's an anime,
Live
there's a
action.
movie, it's bad off top.
You
Like,
tell
I
me you
don't even
haven't
Avatar.
seen Death Note? You haven't ever
Terrible.
seen Death
Avatar:
Note?
The Last
Bad.
Airbender. What?
bad.
I
Dragon
think
Ball, bad.
Full Metal Alchemist.
Bad.
Was
Death
bad.
Note, bad.
Death Note, the live action, the Netflix thing.
Bad.
You saying it's bad?
Bad.
You have no say. You don't even watch anime, so go fuck yourself.
As the resident Nintendo anime expert.
Fucking what was that one that just came out with fucking ScarJo?
Oh shit.
Ghost in the Shell.
Ghost in the Shell.
Great.
Never seen it. Bad, probably.
Bad.
Probably.
Matrix, good. Matrix was good. Honestly, Matrix was one of my favorite movies, and it was based off an anime. It was based off this anime called Akira.
Kind of.
Fucking nerd.
No, like, definitely.
Okay. I will say though, the worst movie I've ever fucking seen was that Avatar: The Last Airbender movie.
Bad.
That was bad. No, it's just so good. That's your worst movie. That's
I would watch fucking Super Mario Brothers over that fucking movie.
It was pretty
with
bad.
With that being said up, that's why I'm not hyped for this fucking Pokemon movie because it's
So
already
Detective,
gonna be.
Let's Go?
It's gonna be bad
No,
up top.
that's different.
Over. It's changing.
That's
it's
different.
changing. And did you see the
Bad.
Uncharted movie news?
Bad.
They're finally done with the
They actually, it's actually going into production
Yeah.
now. And like I said, Neil Druckmann's already covering that, and then
And the
whatever
fucking-
happens to the Last of Us.
You know, I might watch Pokemon, but it's gonna be on a Tuesday when it's cheap because I'm not
No,
gonna.
we're going. We're doing it. We're doing a reactions
I'm
podcast.
No,
gonna
not
watch
the first.
Pokemon.
I'm
We're
dragging
do it
you.
on Tuesday.
I'm dragging. No. We're doing a midnight.
First of
Well,
no,
if
I
you
don't know
guys are
about all
okay
that.
with-
You don't even watch anime. Shut the fuck up. I'm gonna watch it on my
It's
own
not
time.
anime. It's Pokemon.
I'm gonna watch it because I love it.
You're gonna watch it on your time, me too.
I'm watching it on my
So
own
I'm
time.
watching it on the fucking Tuesday.
All right,
Yeah.
fine. I'll watch it, and I'll make content because I love our listeners, and I know they want to hear
You're
our
gonna
thoughts.
look. I'm
So it's
saying
right.
it
I
right
know these
now.
fuckers don't give a fuck about you.
January 23rd, he's gonna come back saying how bad that movie
How
was
bad
and
it
how
was.
he
It's
spent so
January
much money on it.
23rd that comes out.
What?
No, that's today.
You stupid. Stupid.
It's okay. It's
It's
okay.
okay.
It's okay.
Just because we're on the topic of movies, we had to listen to a question
You have
from
to check the date.
Eli Shaw.
What do you say?
He's talking about the Oscars. You know,
San Francisco treating
big
himself.
news about Oscars is that I know the Black Panther got nominated for Best Picture, which is a huge fucking win in Marvel because that's what they were trying to go for.
Right.
How
did they find
He said there's only one nod for Infinity War, and I think that nod was for like best graphics or best,
Visual,
cinematic or
something.
visual shit like that. Even though it got Best Picture, Ryan Coogler got nothing for Best Director or
I
anything
hope
like
that
that.
says that on the award.
What?
Best visuals or some shit like that.
You just get your fucking trophy and get the fuck out.
Suicide Squad won this last year. This fucking means nothing.
Damn.
But essentially,
Statement.
right? I mean, how do you guys feel about Marvel movies? Are they getting a lot better than what they were? I feel like they took a home run with Black Panther for sure. They got direct, yeah.
I think Marvel's doing a really good job if you can physically watch Infinity War and say it was bad, not because of like what you saw, but because how it made you feel. I know a lot of people that watched Infinity War and didn't like how it made them feel because so many of their favorite characters died. At the end.
No,
You know what I mean?
spoilers, dude. Holy fuck.
Well, if you haven't seen Infinity War right now, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, no, there's no
I
spoilers
know.
for that, man.
What the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, you're right.
You don't get a spoiler warning this time.
I spoiled
But no,
it.
but you're right. You're right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if it makes you feel like fuck, why did they do Spider-Man like that?
Fuck this movie. You're gonna be on Yelp review like fuck this movie. It was killed
Yeah, I
Spider-Man.
mean, I hate people that are like that because like, why would you say like fuck this movie because Spider-Man died?
That's crazy.
It's a
When
good
watching
movie.
that, I thought Spider-Man was living. I was like, oh,
Dude,
fuck
I
yeah,
cried.
at least we got
Dude.
Spider-Man and Tony. I'm
Shed
so
a tear.
excited.
I shed a tear.
That hurt when he died. I was like, fuck.
Dude,
And then
it's-
fucking Groot died. I was like, fuck.
Dude, fucking
Not
he's my
Groot.
shit, dude. He's always been my favorite character of Marvel. So I was like, I don't feel so good, Mr. Stark. Oh, I was like, me neither. Me too, dog. Come on,
Fucking,
come back.
Doctor
Don't go.
Strange died. I was like, damn. The only one
that shit
person that
hurt,
fucking
dude.
knew.
This is all spoilers. I don't give a fuck. But yeah,
I think
the
they're
Marvel
getting
movies,
better.
Go ahead, yeah.
I think that they are really setting a new bar, and especially with Endgame. First of all, I think it's fucking bananas that fucking Black Panther got nominated over fucking Infinity War.
For what? Best Picture?
Yeah.
No, I'm okay with Black Panther getting.
I
in
think
Infinity
Black
War
Panther
now.
moved the needle. I just saw the daggers you were throwing me.
I didn't.
Yeah, you felt
Hey,
that sharpness, right?
Yeah.
You're like,
I'm just listening very attentively what you're saying now.
No. I think Black Panther did an awesome way of like moving the needle, doing something fucking unique, and like really driving that narrative forward. But I liked Avengers better. Like I think it was.
I think
I don't know.
You like the more action
Again,
sequences
but I
better
don't
of
think
it.
either of them deserve Best Picture though.
It was just less black. That's why you liked
I
it.
think
I'm just playing. Am I?
it was less.
Yes.
How many shades of black was it?
Oh, no, you guys make me feel uncomfortable about
I
this.
mean, just saying, dude.
Hey.
You
No,
don't-
I don't think
you don't
either
like-
of them. I don't think either of them.
Black Panther was
either
good.
of them deserve Best Picture, but I definitely think that Infinity War was fucking like cut short
I'm
with
hurt.
just one. We just won award.
With the best visual.
What else
I think
would
it
you
was
give
best visual. What else? Yeah, what else would you give it?
I don't know.
How you gonna make the argument?
I
You don't
have
even know what you're doing.
I have no
Anyway,
idea. I'm not
Flowers.
the fucking Academy.
Hit him with why Black Panther's a great movie.
Black Panther's a great movie because of what it stood for. You know what I'm saying? People went to Black Panther not because it was Black Panther, but because it was black. All right, and that's just first and foremost.
That's that, dude. I love it.
All right, that's first and foremost. I mean, the story of the Chain was great.
We're just looking at you intensively. That's
It's a
it.
great movie, but I don't think it's
But-
the best
See,
picture.
you keep butting.
But-
You know what I'm saying? What's all this booty? I'm tired of you with the booty. Ain't
All right,
no
let's
butts.
Let's go.
We're not going
All right,
anywhere.
it deserves best picture because it was an all black cast.
No, not because. Of all black
Wow,
cast,
really?
That's what
what
he
you
was
took-
saying.
Really?
That's what
I wasn't even
That's what he just
Dude,
said.
wow.
He said
Wow.
not because
Wow.
Black
You
Panther.
hear that? I don't even wanna
because
talk
it was
about it
black.
anymore.
Dude, this is just great.
Because now you're gonna make me feel uncomfortable. Now I have to defend black people now.
Yeah, apparently,
God
dude.
damn it, why
I
you
got
have
your
to
back.
take it this way?
I
You
got your
took it
back.
there. What do you mean?
I mean, I love it
that way?
because it was a great story. It was a great, it moved me a lot.
It was a great story.
It was more
what I mean?
importantly, it was
the fucking visuals were great. You got to see Wakanda. The graphics, the fucking visual effects were on fucking point when they were fucking shooting the little laser beams. I was like, fuck,
when it's
fuck.
What made it such a great movie is that it's a story of about a guy trying to be a king. Before a superhero movie.
That's it.
I tried to go deeper into it, but I couldn't.
It's about
I was trying
to be a king.
I was trying to do
That's all you have to say about. That's why I deserve the reward.
I was trying to do Simba. I was trying to do Lion King into it, but it didn't work out. It didn't come out the way I wanted to.
You tried the Lion King into it.
Yeah, because he's trying to be a king, dog. He's trying to be a king.
So you just tried to correlate Black Panther and Lion King real quick.
a little bit. I was trying to go to it.
I was really listening intently to him. Like he was about to say some shit.
I got y'all now. He's leaving.
I was playing.
All right, what'd you have to say about it? I wanted you to finish your thought.
Oh, dude, I finished it.
You finished it. I totally interrupted it by
adding on to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
What
still a
about
great
you?
movie.
How do you feel about
I don't want
Infinity
to talk
War,
no
though?
more.
I mean, Infinity War. I mean, again, I think
It's good, colonizer. Don't talk.
I think Infinity War is where it's at. One award is fine. Again, it's what I got out of the Avengers was the superhero movie. It wasn't a movie about what Black Panther had. So Black Panther was just so much better in a way. Again, it has so much of a better story.
Add more impact. Don't talk. Don't talk, Mikey. Don't talk.
There's no but after that. I'm gonna leave it at that because there's no but.
There's no more booty.
Here's the thing, though. What more left an impact on you, Black Panther or Avengers?
Let me drop my mic.
What do you mean, like?
What had a bigger impact on you?
Black
Like,
Panther.
walking out of the
It
movie,
it hit me. You
did
know what
you
hit
go,
me?
fuck?
What was that Michael B. Jordan line at the very end? Just put me in the ocean.
I'd rather
Sound
be in
the
ocean
alarms.
with my people than be locked up in the cell. Something like that.
Yeah, like just like do you want to
I'd
like
rather be dead
because he's
rather than be in prison. Something like
like I'd
along
rather
those
be in the
lines.
ocean with my ancestors than being locked up or some shit. I was like, dude, that
something
hurt.
like that.
That was
deep.
powerful.
I agree.
That was
Deep.
deep.
I agree.
Where's the butt at though?
No, there's
the
no
booty?
but.
Here
I'm
comes
not
the
gonna
booty.
talk no more. I'm not gonna talk no more.
Here comes the booty.
I'm not gonna talk
What do
no
you
more.
mean?
But
Tambo, wrap us
Infinity
up.
War also had quotable lines like, "Tony, what's wrong with me?" Something like that. Spider-Man said that.
That was a great movie though. Cool. We're gonna leave it at that, guys. Let Flowers
Let
know
me?
that. Yeah.
What? So why I gotta be towards me?
No, I'm saying did you even let me finish? I
He's
said
on-
let
he's-
Flowers know how good of a movie Black Panther was.
He's
Jesus
Mikey.
fucking
So
Christ.
it's only I can get. No, how about we let Mikey know?
I was gonna go to that, but you didn't let me because I was gonna go to you.
I think you were gonna go.
I'm
to
over
that.
here.
Look,
Yeah, I'm over here trying to do my closeouts better, and y'all fucking me over.
I didn't feel like going that way at all.
Sean's feisty tonight.
Hey,
I know. Who started it?
I'm not.
If someone doesn't like Black
Not
Panther.
me. I like Black Panther. I don't think it's fucking movie of the year.
Why not?
Sue me.
Thank you guys for listening us banter. Thank you guys for hearing about Mortal Kombat, Avengers at the very end. You can always again, my outros are really bad.
I'm sorry, you'll get it, baby.
More fillers. More fillers. Come
it's
on,
really
Andres.
cool that you guys
I'm
chose to listen to this.
It's really cool, guys. But no, bro, thank you guys. This is gonna drop. When does this drop, Mikey?
Tomorrow through
Mañana.
Thursday.
Thursday, you can watch this video on YouTube, iTunes.
You listen on iTunes.
You can listen
Idiot.
on iTunes. I did. I'm already drunk.
You can find Andres at Pancho Papi. I mean,
No,
Latin
let him
Yeti.
do it. Let him struggle through it. Let him do the outro.
I gotta get
let
it
him
through.
kick.
I
Let him
gotta
kick.
get it, dude. I gotta get. I'm gonna get it one day,
Kick it
guys.
stroke. Kick it
I'm
stroke.
gonna make sure we get it. I'm gonna make sure we end it right because I am all over the place.
All right,
I'm
whenever
sorry,
you're ready.
guys. But thank you guys for listening to Completely Consensual. I am the host, Copa Andres. You can follow me there. You can follow Mikey at Cheeks_Junior.
It's your boy.
Is it Cheeks_? Is there
Cheeks
an underscore?
Yeah, yeah. it's
Cheeks_Junior. You can follow my boy Flowers, and he's not nasty anymore because Wakanda forever. That kid Flowers. You can follow Tambo at Tambo
pandering
Vlogs.
to you.
Wakanda forever, dude. It's good, dude. Don't
Why?
worry about it. Wakanda
Why
forever.
you
The
gotta
mic was
throw
in the way.
You know, I feel a little discrimination. Why are you throwing the signals at me? I like the movie, but
You don't do the
why
Wakanda
you gotta
forever?
Wakanda forever me?
You know what I mean, brother?
Because you're black. Thank you guys.
Merch link in the bio. Check
out
check
Sweet
out
Sweet
this
merch.
team shirt.
Hey,
That's
not
sweet
this
merch.
One, not this one.
Tambo Vlogs. You can follow Tambo Vlogs, the producer at Tambo Vlogs.
Don't you throw that over here. Thank you guys for listening, watching. Peace out, guys. Thank you.
Come here, throw it. Oh, he bounced back at him.
How did you fail that bad?